Yes, people. Welcome to Strasbourg Steve for another watch along after second of the day after I watched Hull City and Coventry City play out a 0-0 draw. We are here. We are here, everybody, for Newcastle United versus Atlético de Madrid. In UEFA Champions, a friendly. Still manifesting this into existence. But big up St. Keeks, Atleti representative here in the building. How you doing, dog? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Nice, nice. So let's just get straight into the lineups and everything. But before we do, please make sure to smash up the likes, subscribe, and you can also check out St. Keeks on Twitter. I'll put that below as well. But yeah, let's just get straight into the 11. I'll break down mine real quick in terms of what Newcastle are doing for us. Actually, I'm gonna go with the overlay here. That looks better. Anyway, so it's gonna be a 4-3-3. No, it's not actually. No, it's gonna be Pope, Trippier, right back, Butman, Lascelles, Joelinton, Tonali, Barnes, Gordon, Elanga, Livermento, Ashby. Yeah, this is 3-5-2-1.
Is it?
So here's my thinking, right? Obviously, Pope goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Trippier, Botman, Lascelles back three. Joelinton, Tonali, midfield two. Wing backs are gonna be either Livermento, Gordon, and then the front three. Well, Ashby's also a defender as well. Damn, we got a lot of defenders out there, bro. So that's five at the back. Yeah. And then Elanga, Barnes, Gordon, front three. 3-4-3, 3-4-2-1. The two midfielders definitely Joelinton, Tonali. So that's our that's our 11. And then in terms of Atletico Madrid, you could break that down if you'd like. It's looking like a 4-3-3, yeah.
Well, it's a 4-4-2 in principle.
Oh
We'll
yeah,
see
yeah.
if it's we'll see if it's a 4-2-3-1 when we go onto the pitch when we're in possession. I'm not sure. So
Yeah. So you've got Oblak in goal, Ruggeri, left back, Llorente at right back, Hanchko Lenormand. So that's the four at least. Gallagher and Johnny Cardoso. Shout out my American Brazilian. Needs to get better for the national team, but good player for club for sure. Alex Baena, Almada, Juliano Simeone, and Julian Alvarez. Yeah, you're right. It could be a 4-2-3-1 off the blade, but you're right. We have to wait for that. But so let's talk about your 11. What do you think about it generally?
It's a bit of an experiment. I've never seen, but from what the training says, we're putting Bayana up top, which I've never seen before for us. I don't know if that will translate 100%. As we said before, it could be a 4-2-3-1 where Bayana is behind and Alvarez is more of a striker. We'll see. I'm hoping. I'm not really sure what's happening with Gallagher. Reports from Spain are like, oh, it's going to be a custody battle, and I'm just like, oh, okay. It's just like I have no idea.
Apparently, he got linked with us yesterday.
Yeah. So I have no idea what that's about, but otherwise, I'm interested to see because Barrios is supposed to be there instead of Gallagher. I don't know what he'll be able to do to compensate in that sense because I don't think he's really a De Paul or Barrios type in terms of deep playing thing, but we'll see. I'm interested to see Hanko start in the back too. We haven't started him there before. He was a little nervy at the start, so
yeah.
I hope we have a confident. How do you feel about your 11?
I don't know what to make of it, and I will say, I mean, we have a lot of speed, right? I think we have a lot of speed. Livermento's quick. Elanga is like, I did not realize until we signed him how fast this guy is. Like, he is one of the quicker players in the Premier League and in Europe. Like, his top speed is insane. It's not too far off of a Alphonso Davies, actually. I'll find the exact figure, but he is. I have other doubts about his ability, footballing wise, but as an athlete, yeah, the guy is, made for the Premier League and for our team. Again, it really works because we're more counterattacking. Barnes and Gordon starting is interesting as well because they're both left wingers. If they're putting Gordon on wing back, Ashby is not a first team player for us. He's just there. He's been on loan a few times. We bought him from West Ham for a few million a few years ago. Hasn't really done much in any of his loan spells to like have a shot really. Botman, quality, but I need him to just get survive this game and just stay fit throughout the season because he is crucial to anything. If we want to do anything of significance this season, Botman has to stay healthy for the majority of it because he is our best defender. Ability-wise, on the ball, reading of the game, composure. He's class, but his problems are injuries. Open goal. So we played Espanyol yesterday as well.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yes. I didn't watch much of the game, but I'm bringing on one of my Toon friends who did. But apparently we were better than Espanyol, like chances wise. But Espanyol scored 2 very, very nice team goals. So with the 2 matches in 2 days, obviously he's going with a completely different 11 and squad. But yeah, so and then in terms of what else do I think about it? I mean, Lascelles playing, like, yeah, if this is a Champions League game, bro, we're getting dunked on. I can't lie. Joelinton Tonali is the midfield 2. I think Joelinton's made for this kind of opponent. Like this is his bread and butter. This is where you need him. You need UFC fighters when you're playing Atlético Madrid. To be honest,
not too much. We have a season starting just now. Please and thanks.
Oh yeah. But like, bro, and so about that though, I do think this game will be hella chippy because apparently the Espanyol game was yesterday, which right. I'm not surprised, having a decent idea. I don't watch every Espanyol game, but when I do, they are scrappy. They can play some ball. They're a tuned up version of that Getafe team a few years ago, just on the eye, but they are gritty and tough to break down. So, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a red card and a friendly in this game, to be honest. So, but other than that, like Trippier, Barnes, we've got Alex Murphy on the bench. I would have liked to seen him play. He's a promising young Irish center back we've had at the club for 2-3 years. Hasn't started a competitive game for us yet, and we'll go on to issues with my manager and maybe bones to pick with yours if you have any. I'm sure we do because nobody's perfect. But yeah, that's really my thoughts. And yeah, Tonali is my favorite player, so he's just a baller. Who do you like from Newcastle's 11?
Trippier.
Yeah.
I'm interested in Elanga. I know people feel very differently about Elanga because of people we call it the price and these other things. But I think Elanga is by all means a very interesting guy. I think he has another level to show off. I think we saw it with Nottingham Forest with him and Callum Hudson-Odoi being 2 really, really strong wingers who could switch on either side, could do a lot of different cool stuff.
Cut in and shoot was their thing.
Cut in and shoot is a thing as well. So it's like getting to see that and see where he could potentially be in terms of dribbling, in terms of speed. I think because of how good he could potentially be for Newcastle and because he's such a good counter-attacking team, it could be somebody interesting. And obviously we have some history with Elanga in the Champions League with Man United where he scored against All Blacks. So
was that like 4 years ago?
Yeah, it's a while.
Yeah,
but I've been looking at him since then, and I thought to myself, this guy has something, and it's clear why he got promoted from the academy. So
Yeah.
I want to see more of him, and I think hopefully he will eventually be worth the money, maybe even eclipse it.
Would you have taken him at Atletico Madrid? Let's say this summer you bought him for the price.
If he was not an only English, oh no, he isn't. He has Swedish citizenship. I'm
Swedish.
stupid. Um,
Yes.
I can't say I would take him for the price because we have other positions that I really think we should still have addressed by now. But in terms of if you're asking me over another signing, yeah, probably I would have took him over Raspadori or Almada. To be honest with you, I think he's a better fit in
Okay.
terms of what the team would want to be able to do on the break, what we would want to do in terms of being able to dribble.
Works hard off
Like,
the ball as well, which would fit your
yeah,
team very well.
I think he has the right mentality to be in an Atletico team. Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. Again, he's not high up on my list because we still need a centre back. We still technically need a striker. We have to get a
We need
midfielder.
to.
I don't know why we signed Raspadori, whatever. I'll talk about that tomorrow with Alex on the analytics. But yeah,
I
so
hear it. Who else do you rate? Actually, here's a better question. Who would you take from our 11 at Atletico Madrid? Who would you take? Forget the price, just
forget the
players that
price.
like, oh yeah, you are
On
a
this
good
11, I
forget
probably
the
pick Livermento. I think
yeah.
Livermento is a player because he can play left back and right back. I think he's a player I'd like, even though we kind of overstocked on right back right now.
But it's the fact he can play left as well.
Yeah, that's the part that matters to me, and maybe Botman.
Tonali?
I think no with Tonali. Even though I think Tonali is a really really good player, I think I want
Yeah.
Botman and Livermento.
Okay.
I think for what we need right now, neither of them are particular are actually what we need, but it's just players that I think would probably fit Atletico. Well, Tonali is a good shout. I wouldn't say no to Tonali.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
And then what would you
Right.
do from Atletico that you would take?
Where do I start? I mean, Julian Alvarez immediately. I'll take Giuliano Simeone. I'll take Almada. It's easier actually to name players I wouldn't take, and that's maybe on we are like so I'll break it down like this. Newcastle have 4 midfielders right now that have
Right.
actual senior appearances with the club that are like actually like players that play.
Okay, that's about the same amount.
Tonali, Joelinton, Guimaraes, Miley. Willick is injured, and he's always injured. We sold Longstaff to Leeds. So we have
Mhm.
4 midfielders as of right now for 4 competitions, and we play 4-3-3
Mm-hmm.
as the base. If you're telling me, because I'm gonna pull up Sofa Score right now and show you visually what they think the lineup is going to look like. Need to find it here in a sec. Let's go way the hell down. Maybe it'll just be easier to Google Newcastle. There we go. And where the fuck is it? There it is. So it's saying 4-3-3,
Mm-hmm.
but it has Livermento midfield. For me, bro. This is a 3-4-3
Mm-hmm.
because. And it's weird because SofaScore, like, they must have changed this recently with our lineup just like now or something. Because I sent you something on Twitter, the lineup that it had on my phone. So it's saying that Elanga through the middle, Barnes on the right. It just changed again? What the fuck? Okay. It's saying on this. Back 3 of Ashby on the right, center back, Botman in the middle, Lascelles. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trippier, right wing back, Livermento, left wing back, J7 Tonali, midfield 2. Barnes, Elanga, Gordon. So if we seriously view this, I'm not against going to the 3-4-3 or the 3-4-2-1 because I don't know if you watched us play. And by the way, for you guys, it's saying 4-4-2 as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watched. I don't know if you watched us play Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semifinals. We had some injuries at the time, and Eddie Howe, one of the rare times he truly showed some good adaptation in terms of lineup and approach to game. We went with a 3-4-2-1, and that worked a treat on the counter and just organizationally. We hit on the break and we were clinical with Isak and Gordon in the first leg. We won 2-0. And then in the second leg, we won 2-0 again. So we beat them like 4 or 5-0 on aggregate. So if we stick with back to the midfield thing, some ranting, right? So we have 4 midfielders. If we stick with the 3-4-3, then okay. We would still need 1 midfielder if we're going with the 3-4-3 throughout the season, just depth-wise. We need 2 strikers regardless. Because would you play Elanga through the middle? For me, no.
I think he's best in that kind of either the wing or the half space.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Lookman, kind of. You could technically play him as a 9, but I don't think you get the best out of him if you play him as a 9.
Same applies for Gordon. Same applies for Barnes. Isak is definitely leaving.
Right.
So we have Osula, the Danish Richarlison, as and he's not even a 9. Our fan base, nobody knows what he is. The manager doesn't know what he is. Second striker, haven't seen him play there for us, but that's what he mainly did with Sheffield United 2 Premier League seasons ago now.
Right.
So, center backs, we need center backs as well. We have 4, and this is the other thing. We need to buy a center back if we don't rate, if Howe doesn't rate the young kid Alex Murphy. Lascelles is not up to scratch anymore if you want to be competitive in the 4 competitions. It's just
didn't he just come back from an ACL not too long ago?
Yeah, and he's old.
Okay, fair enough.
And he's not a high level player. He's a decent one. He'll do you a job for a game here and there, but he's not a starting level. If you want to be somebody, that's not an option. So Botman's fitness, huge concern. Ability is not. And the thing that I'm encouraged about with Botman is that when he comes back from his injuries, he doesn't look less of a player. Whereas I look at Willock, that is the case, unfortunately. Every time Willock gets injured, throughout his Newcastle United career, he's been with us for about 4 or 5 years now. Every injury he gets, it's usually a long one where he misses minimum of a month or 2, sometimes longer. And every time he comes back, he looks a bit slower. He tries to do the same things, but he can't pull it off. I think mentally and physically, he's just he's not good enough anymore. Maybe he can go revive it somewhere else. But with the way we play, especially, it doesn't suit. Willock is not a run around and do crazy. He's a ball carrying 8 that plays at a good tempo, but not a crazy tempo. Same with Lewis Miley. Like, I think Lewis Miley, I don't know how much you know about him. Miley is a La Liga player.
You find so?
Yes.
Lewis Miley?
The tempo with which he plays at, the passes he plays, they're nice, short, precise. He wants to do the pass and move. But he wants to do it at his pace. He's very he takes care of the ball. Unlike other players in the Premier League. He's very reminiscent of a La Liga or an Eredivisie. I keep those 2 leagues for me. And the J League, very high technical level, like floor of all teams.
Right.
You have Ollie McBurney at Las Palmas, whatever. There's exceptions, but like even Las Palmas, the players are not technically gifted, but they're on another level. So with Miley, it's like
I feel like you should have said Getafe. Getafe is a
yeah. It's an EPL team stuck in La Liga. Yeah, that's what it is. But that's their identity, and they roll with that, and it works for them. I mean, they got Europa League in a year.
Mhm.
So with Miley, yes, he's a La Liga player because again, he's not. That's why Eddie Howe don't play him. That's why Eddie Howe don't play him because he doesn't fit. He's not J7. He's not Tonali. He's not Bruno Guimaraes. That's what it is with the Miley. So those are my problems. Center back, midfield, striker,
So so what does he
and
lack? So
goalkeeper as well.
okay, so in terms of, you said he is really good technical floor. He has a really good aspect in that. So what does he lack as a midfielder? What is the reason why Eddie Howe, you think, doesn't play him?
So strength is not his outstanding characteristic. He's only 18 and he's getting taller, a bit more sturdy, but
Hmm.
he's still a little bit too easy to just budge off the ball if we're talking domestically.
Okay,
So that's one reason because
right,
it's very hard to nudge off any of our three, the WWE midfield of Tonali, Joelinton, right?
right.
Bruno Guimaraes loses the ball a lot, but Bruno loses the ball a lot because he thinks he has more time than he actually does. When he wants to keep that damn football, he keeps it most of the time, back like
Hmm.
a back to goal sort of thing. So now I just don't lose the. It's very hard to dispossess Tonali, and J7 will just elbow you in the freaking throat. So like good luck
Right.
with that. Even though technically, again, J7 is not a technical player. He's
Okay.
the type of player where the ball falls to him. His first touch, 7 out of 10 times, is ugly, but he uses the physicality and just rolls with it. And then he just, puts in a decent ball. So with Miley, when we play him, Eddie Howe doesn't suit the way we play or the speed at which we operate. And Miley just can't do that right now. Just full stop. But apparently yesterday, Miley was very good against Espanyol, a La
Okay.
Liga. Forget the level of Espanyol. I'm not saying they're Barcelona, but again, the technical floor and the pace at which an Espanyol plays, Miley does well against them. Not a surprise to me. And I think in Europe, Eddie Howe needs to use Miley more because, again, in games where the tempo, we don't need to be, running at 1,000 miles an hour. We're going to
Hmm.
have the ball at home against the Union Saint-Gilloise, Olympiacos, even a half decent Borussia Dortmund team. We're going to
Right.
have the ball more. And that's where Miley can also come into play in the Premier League games where we need to break down low blocks. He's incisive, he's creative, and he's got a killer through ball. So that's what
Hmm.
it is with Newcastle.
And he came from your academy, is what you said?
Yeah. Yeah. He's
Okay.
born and raised Gordy. Like, yeah. So that's something that Eddie Howe needs to get something out of the player that is very talented and there's an actual usage for him. When we're playing Everton at home, you sit back, you don't need to play Joelinton in midfield next to Tonali, Guimaraes,
Uh-huh.
Miley. So it's one of those, bro. I have basically with Newcastle, I'm concerned about the spine of our team because all the positions I listed are and goalkeeper as well.
Hmm.
Goalkeeper as well. I have issues with the personnel at goalkeeper, the depth at center back, and also I need a starting center back. The depth in midfield, if we have to go to a 4-3-3 in the season, to either to either use that formation specifically against a certain opponent or go to a 3. So I have problems
Hmm.
with the depth in midfield and the way we use a certain midfielder or two. And then I have a huge problem at striker.
Yeah.
We are in a halfway house when it comes to striker. Because let's say we keep Isak. Let's say we do hold on to Isak and he sits out the first 3 games until the window closes. But do we bring in a backup striker? Does that unsettle Isak? What happens if we sell Isak and we go piss it away on Nico Jackson? Which we've been linked You see what I'm saying? We were
If
linked with
you
Samu.
if you can, here's my opinion, right? If you get two
Chow was looking
strikers,
at signing as well, which makes sense. I think he's a decent.
Chia is a good. He's a bit raw, but I think he's a good player in terms of what
It's a
you could
little
get
bit
for.
over what I would pay for pounds, but
Yeah, I agree. But
it's not an awful overpay though.
if I was to get like, I think Jackson is fine as a backup. You can't pay anywhere close to 50 million for him,
That's my
right?
point.
But and Chelsea are really good at negotiating what they want to get, right? They've been through multiple administrations,
They're a
multiple sporting
fantastic
directors.
selling club.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
fantastic. So
Yes.
if you're going to be serious about Jackson and they give you a price that you don't want, look for an alternative. That's my genuine feeling. And you need to go after Jackson with the understanding that you have a starting striker in mind, be it Samu or as you said Pavlidis when you were talking to me before, or somebody else that you want as your main. This is
Wissa, we're
your
also
guy.
linked with. See, for me,
Yeah.
Wissa, cheaper than they're similar price to Jackson. I think
Mhm.
Wissa's much better.
That's not
Going
ridiculous to
beside
say.
Brentford. Huh?
I mean, what somebody I think would be a really nice fit as well is probably somebody like Matata, who I think has been kind of overlooked a little bit from a lot of teams. He's been really good for Crystal Palace last season.
Mateta.
Yeah, I thought it would have
Yes.
been. I don't know how expensive he would be, but I think as a
He
general
has
center
one or
forward, he
two
has
years.
everything.
He's got 1 year left on his deal, and I think an option to a club option or player to do another year. I think.
Yeah,
But
so I
apparently
think
he wants to stay at Palace because they're in Europe.
I think you're
So
you're you're in Champions League though. You know what I mean?
yeah, but Palace, that's just yeah. But okay, now here's the overwhelming big issue, Keeks. We don't have a sporting director. It's the manager and his fucking nephew
But still,
who
he's
don't
in the
watch
Premier
other
League.
leagues. Who don't watch other leagues, bro.
Oh, fair enough.
Like that's why we're linked with some of the rubbish we're linked with.
I hope you do get
Bro,
Risa though.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that won't go away
Oh
as a
wow.
backup. And he's a free agent as well. So we would be paying that brother probably 120 to 150. And he's scored since Ancelotti left Everton. I looked it up. He scored 17 Premier League goals in 5 seasons since Ancelotti left. And he's been injured for a lot of it.
Yeah, I was about to say I think one of his main problems has been sheer injuries. Like
Yeah. And I
he
don't
looked
rate his ability anyways. I think he's good at one or two things. Nothing special.
I think that's the part that I don't mind about him is the fact that like aerially, he's fantastic, right? He's one of the best I've seen in the air. And I think
With Ancelotti, you're thinking of DCL.
yeah, this is years ago. But anyway,
That's
it's
the
like
issue, dude.
so he could be it's a shame that you can't go to look at somebody like Ivan Tony, but he's in Saudi right now, so that's not a possibility. You can't
Yep.
get like like it's a shame that I'm surprised that it's as I said last time. I'm surprised that Saudi like a club that has a PIF doesn't have something as essential as as a sporting director. I thought y'all would have that
That's
sorted by now.
negligent. Well, here's the problem. Paul Mitchell. So
Hmm.
we qualified for top 4 in May, last game of the season, lost to Everton. I'm still pissed off about that game.
Hmm.
Because of course fucking Pickford, he's a Macom, so he turned up and all the bullshit. Whatever, fine. But
Hmm.
so and then after the game, whatever. And then a few days later, Mitchell had a meeting with the chairman and the other guys. And then a few days later, Mitchell's sacked. And there was already rumblings about Mitchell this, Mitchell that. Eddie Howe wants more power here and there. And then boom, out of nowhere, nobody, bro. No journalist reported it first about Paul Mitchell sacking. It was the club.
Mm.
And this happened at Bournemouth with Eddie Howe. This happened at Bournemouth.
So he's starting off, what do you call it, the same kind of bad principles that eventually got him sacked last time.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
with
He is
Bournemouth,
taking, quite simply, bro, he is taking on too much responsibility that he thought he was capable of. But now he's at a much bigger stage to Bournemouth. We're in the fucking Champions League. We have high-level players. Like, people watch us now because we are a side that has won a trophy recently and that challenged for Europe regularly, unlike when Ashley was here when we were bums. Except the 1 year with Pardew when we made Europa League in 11-12. We had Demba Ba, Cisse, Cruel, Jonas Gutierrez.
Wow, check names, but I didn't hear these names for years. Wow, okay.
Exactly. So, yeah, Ramsdale signing for 120,000. Guess what former club he was at where Eddie Howe was there? Bournemouth. He does things that are okay at Bournemouth. Actually, no, they weren't, because eventually they got relegated.
They did a huge transfer season, but it was without a sporting director, and it was heavy-handed by him, and then it kind of just didn't manifest.
So what's happening now? The same damn thing at a bigger stage.
Eesh.
So that's all of my concerns, but I could go on and on and on, and I haven't even spoken a damn word about the Isak thing. I've not spoken a damn word about the problems we have at on the level of like the stadium talk that's just died out of nowhere. But anyways, what's your prediction for the actual game? What are you going with? I'm the 3-2 Atleti.
3-2? Oh, wow. That's a possibility. I don't know. I didn't get to see the Rio game because it was behind closed doors and it didn't have it live. I think we have improved since the last game. I'm not sure. Let's.
You are
I don't know
bookies.
if we're gonna score. Let's say 2-1. Let's say 2-1 for Atlético.
I agree. Over or under? 6.5 yellow cards between both teams. I'll go over.
I think under for Atlético. I think we're not very aggressive right now, which is we're never very aggressive in preseason. So I'm not expecting too much for that. Maybe if this was a Champions League game, I would go over. But because it's a preseason game, I'll go under for this. For Newcastle, I'm not sure. I might go over.
And you know what? This is also a full circle moment as well, because Eddie Howe actually he did basically a job shadow with Simeone when he left Bournemouth and he was linked to Celtic, said no to Celtic, and he joined us. So it's a full circle moment. So that's cool. But so we'll see, man. But I'm excited for this friendly. I think this will be decent. My thing with preseason, my attitude is I want to see young players play.
And I want to see
an entertaining match.
Yeah.
Everybody stays fit. Those are the three things. I don't care if we lose 4-1, but it was a fun game to watch, and this young player looks good. So
that's all I really care about in preseason. And I think with that in mind, I really just want to see what I want to see Taufik and Yano could do for us. Yano Monserrat. Okay. Like those are the two youngsters I'm looking at. Taufik is 17. Yano is, I think, 18 or 19. Both of them looked really, really good in the last game that we got to see them play. And I kind of want to see them play again. Although they're probably not going to play until we have like 60 minutes or so, because they played 60 minutes in the last game. So,
yeah. Fair.
No, I will be looking at Lewis Miley for Newcastle.
Who are you looking for on the youngsters? You said Taufik Seydou.
Yeah, Taufik Seydou and Yano Monserrat.
Yano, how is it? Monserrat?
Monserrat, yeah. I'm not gonna go all out and do the Spanish. Look, I speak English. I'm gonna speak English for this. No,
bro. I am a pronunciation nerd. I like to pronounce things correctly. Because my last name is, I'll type it in the chat. My last name is Mahala. Guess what people call me? Machala, Michaela, Makala, all my life. And I'm like, and I don't expect people to know it. It's cool. It's a Czech Polish, like it's whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I want if you know my last name and you say, like, pronounce it correctly. So I do the same for others.
Fair enough.
It's one of those. Yeah, we are about to kick off. Julian Alvarez has kicked it off, and it's immediately down the other end of the pitch. If you need a stream,
is that not a goal kick?
Huh?
Is that not literally just immediately a goal kick? Why did we do that? I hope we're not doing that garbage ass PSG thing.
I think he's trying to get. Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
And here is Nick Pope on the ball. Brace yourselves. I'm wincing. He is. Watch how far
he's a really good keeper, but I don't know about on the ball.
What a terrible goal kick. Oh, my. Tonali. Livramento. Barnes. So you're pressing with the 2. So off the ball, 4-4-2 for you guys?
Off the ball, 4-4-2, yeah.
Pope on the ball.
I imagine we'll I imagine we'll experiment with a 6-3-1 off the ball at some point in the season, but for now, 4-4-2.
Okay. Fairs. Yeah, hit the likes up, people. Hit the likes up. Pope on the ball. He's way too much. Oh, my God. Botman. Barnes. Who do you think will have more possession in this game?
Probably Newcastle. I'll say that. We don't play particularly good away from home, and
Elanga.
I think we're trying to do a specific pressing thing here.
So you're trying to focus more off the ball?
It seems so. I don't know for a fact, but it seems as what the case is.
It makes sense because you got a lot of new players in your 11. Hodgko, Baena, what's it called? Argentine. Oh, that's a great place to lose the ball. Nice one, Barnes. Nice. Tonali. Oh, nice idea. He pulls that off. J7 absolutely clatters Gallagher.
Yeah, all right. It's 2 minutes in, buddy.
I told you, bro. Oh, my God. Yo, they think it's a champion. We think it's nice ball that went nice. Barnes. Touch is poor. Come on, Barnes. I expect more from you. J7.
I don't feel very comfortable with Lenormand as my centre back today.
Lenormand?
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
I was never a fan of him. I didn't like him in Sociedad. I thought he was okay for Spain. I thought he was a position that very clearly.
Elanga? Hanchko, well done.
Clearly you could improve on.
Is he good enough to be a backup center back? I think he is.
For sure. But is he somebody I would say, yeah, it's a good thing that we spent a record budget on us.
No, yeah.
He's a most expensive centre back ever, and I don't think he comes close to even a top 5 centre back for us in the past 5-10 years, maybe.
He's your most ever expensive center back. Oh my God. Oh, that's a great touch, Simeone. Ball in, Gallagher. Good block, Baltman.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Yeah. Llorente? How about it? Shit. See you. Ooh.
This is a lot better than I was expecting to see with a Gallagher double pivot.
Crisp, fast. Yeah, actually, Gallagher. Oh.
Good ball.
What?
Ooh, what? What's a shot? Who was that? Hanko? Yeah, let's go.
I love that signing. I think that is. Do you like it?
Yeah. I think I initially wanted Vega because that's who we were linked to. But as it was the case with all of these players who are black this season, it never happened.
No.
Ooh, nice shot. But yeah, as was the case for all of the players who are black, we just did not sign them. But I think Hanko, it made more sense in terms of I think he's already at his ceiling right now. He's 27. I think I really liked what he did for the Euros last year with
Yes,
Slovakia. So I think it's nice, and it's always good to have another
I want.
Eastern
Yeah.
European in my
Did you
team.
watch him anytime for Feyenoord in Champions League? Maybe
Yeah, I've seen him for like the last 2 years in Champions
he's
League,
very good.
and any of the Eredivisie games that I can actually get along to seeing, because I also like to watch Calvin Stengs from Feyenoord when he was whenever he's available. Oop.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think Hanchko is a. I've liked him for years, bro. I think he's yeah. I find like he's so assured. He's calm.
Mhm.
He's on the ball. Like you look at him and it's like you don't look like a ball playing. He's not built like one kind of physically, but like
Mhm.
man is
I really wish I like in my head I wanted Hanko coming was a priority because he was a left centre back. So if he had come last summer and we had just kept Mourinho as the right
young
centre back,
understudy.
yeah, it would have been nice because we could have done a back two as
Ooh,
well as a.
Livermento, that was nice.
I'm not sure to remember the right
Ooh,
thing there.
A7.
Yeah, well,
Samba. According your tongue.
he's still a Brazilian, despite what people feel.
That little move right there. The freaking drag back. Whoop. Nice. See, that's what I'm saying with J7. There's the like 2 in 10 moment where it's like, what? How the hell would you do that? And then the other time's like clunky. But
He's still an attacker, right? Like at heart, that's what he was. He's a midfielder right now because of Eddie Howe's decision,
and it
but
works. And it
and it
works.
works. But he was originally supposed to be a winger.
We
Who's
bought him
supposed
as
to come in.
we Steve. Well, my
Yeah,
dad
well, yeah,
bought
he
him from Hoffenheim, where he played wing back, and Steve Bruce, the idiot,
thought
decided
he was a
he's
centre
striker.
forward.
Yeah, and he flopped.
Because he was a because why are you expecting 15, 20 goals from a wing back? What what on earth are you doing?
You know why? Because he's a tall man. And so to Steve Bruce, who still lives in the 1990s football, yeah, you just need to be tall. That's it. Just be tall. Just hoofball. Lump it up to the big man. 4-4 fucking 2. All that, bro. All that. So that's why J7 played as a striker. That's nice, Joelinton. Barnes, well done. Evades Gallagher. Barnes.
Gallagher has a good read on off the ball football, but I don't think he necessarily has the what do you call it, the correct assets to actually take advantage of it, which is why I don't like him when he double pivot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always understands where the play is going to be, but he's just not able to break it down in the right way.
Yeah, and that's what reading of the game and then
Yeah.
executing your read of the game.
But in comparison, if he's doing it when he's pressing somebody, that changes heavily. Where it's like that's where he's scary because he can always read really well. But then if you're going against defenders, obviously they're not as comfortable with the ball. I know it gets a kind of
Yes. Oblak. Good header, Lascelles. That is still something he is good at, to be fair, Lascelles. Nice touch, Gallagher. Ooh, or Llorente, different blonde.
They both look the same. They have the same haircut, same
same,
general style.
similar.
Yeah. One is a little more tan though.
And I think Llorente is just he is what some people think Gallagher is. Technically as well, I think Llorente, there's a gap between him and Gallagher.
I think Gallagher is better technically than Llorente.
Really? Okay.
I don't.
I'll give it
Llorente
to
is
Gallagher.
way. If everything that Gallagher has in terms of the off the ball reading, Llorente has on a
Elanga.
general level better. But you just dribble it out to play.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Something
it's just
Gallagher
like
is very good at. I will give you in terms of like a technical thing because that ball striking.
yeah.
Powerful, precise. It's usually clean. I mean, obviously have the odd horror miss here and there, but he's a center mid. No, I think he's more of a ooh.
He's more of an attacking midfielder, I guess.
Yeah. You get the best out of Gallagher when you tell him get forward and try to win the ball up high, shoot, try to link up if you can, kind of thing. So yeah, 10 minutes in. Not too bad of a game so far. Kind of back and forth-ish. Pope is gonna go with a goal kick. It's one of his better ones. It's headed right to Hanchko though. Foul on Almada? No.
It looked like a foul.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. I'm not sure what Almada really offers for us in terms of.
Let's say you were the manager and you were told you need to get the best out of this player. You can change formation. You can do this. You can do what? Where do you think he's? Where? Oh shoot, Simeone, Giuliano Simeone. Deflection.
Is he onside? I don't think he's onside, huh?
Because I would, if I was, I think one of the 2-10s. If I was going like a 3-4-2-1 kind of thing.
I can see it. I can see that making sense.
Yeah.
But it's just because of how Alvarez plays, it's probably not. It doesn't make sense to put him in a 3-4-2-1.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like it's just the fact that it's like you can't accommodate Almada because there are better players on the pitch at almost all the times. So you have to accommodate them.
Jorge. To answer your question real quick, Jorge, about the Lazio Burnley friendly. Try Lazio's channel, yeah. Actually, let me send you something real quick. Hold on. Let me send you something. Llorente? De Normal? Botman? Lascelles? And that's a Lascelles move right there. And pinball? Tonali? Nice.
That's not a foul?
No, I gave it. He just took it quick. Botman? What would you give your transfer window out of 10, by the way, so far?
I think with the signing, I think that right now, probably closer to a 6 or 7, to be honest. I initially felt like an 8 because Ruggieri, Baena, Cardoso, Hanko, all very good signings. I have no problem.
4 players immediately into year 11.
Right. That all, in my opinion, improve in positions that we really needed.
And they have attributes where Baena with the set piece ability.
Right. There's a lot of different attributes that we don't have or we were lacking last season. In terms of set pieces, great. In terms of through balls, in terms of creativity, Baena's like as top as it gets. When you look at,
it's just up to him to perform, to show. Yeah.
But it's like when you even Pubil, which I thought was a really good signing because it's like nice. We have an understudy for Llorente who is young, who has a potentially very high ceiling, and is already at a very good level. All he really needed to fix was maybe his defending, 1v1 defending, and we can get a much better level. And then his crossing is already very good, and his decision making is decent. So we can get a player for cheap who could effectively replace Molina right now, and then with the Copa del Rey, we'll have an academy player who will eventually replace Llorente with time. Makes sense. Molina is staying. I don't know why. That kind of throws a wrench in the whole vibes for me. I think between we started the summer with 3 people who were in the international slot. I was under the assumption it was only 2 because I thought Gallagher had his passport, but he didn't. So it was like Molina, Lino, and Gallagher. Who do you sell? The first one that comes to mind has to be Molina, right? Like a position you don't.
Yes.
Like is it unless
press. Nice. Oh. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Sorry, no, I was watching too. It's like, unless we call it unless unless we call it, you need to. It's not going to be easy to replace Lino and Gallagher, unless you're being very very astute on the market.
Gordon.
Wow, Elanga has managed to get
What
past
didn't it shoot?
a lot of the Atlético players on.
Woo! Livermento. J7. Woo! Rente.
That's nice. That's nice from Armada.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
So
call
you
it.
give it a 6.
That's how I feel right now. When you consider the players that we took out, Longley is our first signing, right? That already starts off the entire summer wrong. So Longley is our first signing outside of Musso. We then sold Mourinho, a Champions League level centre back to Villarreal for 10 million after we bought him back for 4.
He'll go straight into their 11 next to who's the other center back of Villarreal? Oh my god. I like him as well.
It's going to be Kwambala because Logan Costa got the ACL.
That's another defender I really like. And I liked him at Toulouse. Logan Costa. Yes.
Yeah.
Top player, bro.
But it's like you so you give that away, and then you also when you look at like I'm surprised Galan is even in the squad. Like, what does he offer for us at all, actually? And I don't want to, like, we've seen what level he has. I don't want to see what he can do. But if Ruggieri gets injured, I don't really want to see Galan as our left back.
Barnes, nice ball. Gordon just control.
Oh, I thought that was a foul.
Not a foul.
It's probably a little too soft.
Come on.
It's too soft. It's too soft.
Yeah. Do you give any hope for Atleti right now of winning La Liga? I actually have you finishing above Real Madrid as of right now. I'll say second behind Barca.
I think it's too many players coming in and too many players going out to say I'm confident of where I'll finish.
Second.
If that makes sense. Because we got rid of like 11 players and like 7 came in. That's a whole squad revamp. You can't say for a fact that, yeah, these people play. If they hit the ground running, great. If not, then not. You know what I mean?
I think the safest bet to hit the ground running is probably Hanchko.
I think Hanchko will be fine.
Because I could see Baena maybe
taking a second.
A little bit of adaptation. I think Hanchko's just like, and the thing is, he makes the game look easy, Hanchko.
Mm-hmm.
Just gifted. So you just slot, and I'm not saying Baena isn't, but what Baena does is a harder role. Attacker, it's harder to attack and to score goals in football than it is to defend. That's what it is. And Hanchko's been doing this for years at a UCL level.
That's what I mean. It's like, I think Baena's.
Hasn't Baena had injury problems as well a little bit?
No, not really.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other wizard at Villarreal.
Jared Moreno. Is it Gerard?
Him? No, I'm thinking of Yeremy Pino. Pino's had injury problems.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, Yeremy Pino's had injury issues at Villarreal. He missed a lot of time. Ooh.
Yeah, but that's because of his knee. It just blew up on him.
So I mixed him up with Baena. Yeah, Baena, injuries-wise, good. Ability.
I don't like Pino. I don't like Pino. I think he's okay. I think he's overhyped.
Yeah. Nah, I can understand why you'd say that. Yeah, I could understand it. De normal, Hanchko.
You know, we've created chances, but we haven't really taken a proper shot on target. And I think the best shot so far.
The closest one was the Alvarez one, and then the Hanchko one that was the freaking missile, but it was wide.
Oh my word!
We haven't really.
Ouch.
Yeah. Let's see. So there's a ball up. Lascelles! Lascelles, what are you doing, bro? Oh my god. This is fucking hilarious, yo. Boltman, Lascelles, Ashby, Lascelles. So you're pressing with the 2. Okay. Pope, get rid of the ball. Stop. Oh my god, just kick the fuck. Uh-oh. Amada. What a ball! Well read, Tino.
Am I behind? I am behind them.
No! Did you see that fucking pass from Almada?
It was a good idea.
Tino just read it well, I think. Yeah. Like, holy bro, the win. Jeez. I think Almada will surprise you. We'll see. We'll see about.
I've been watching this man for years.
Yeah. Oh, I have too. Bro. Atlanta United. I'm like, yo, this brother's too good. He's going to Europe.
I wish he was going to Europe and not my team.
Ooh, ball. What's your favorite league to watch, by the way?
La Liga.
What's second place?
Probably Syria. When Syria plays well, it's fantastic. When it doesn't, my word. My word. Oh, what a ball. Is that
me and Jorge, it's Liga. That's been my league for probably 5-6 years now, where I'm like, yo, this league is fucking great. I love Liga. And the reason why I say that is because on and off the pitch, I just think it has the most bite. Because I don't think the pace of Ligue 1 games is that far off of a Premier League one. I think the technical ability of the teams is better. And I think physicality, athleticism, and like muscle.
I think they're scarier than you. Wow, that's Livermental.
Yeah.
See what I mean? This is why I wanted him.
Yeah. And that's a terrible giveaway, Gordon. Elanga? That's nice. Barnes?
Elanga's been very incisive for you.
He's making up his mind quickly, which is what I like. Oh, shit. And Simeone. Alvarez.
Good football. That's smart.
Ooh, okay. Oh, Langa, come on, man. Where does the Premier League rank in terms of your favorite leagues to watch? Do you have others in front, or is that third place behind La Liga and Serie A? Or
it probably is. I've watched a decent amount of Bundesliga in the last 2 years, and I still feel like Premier League is probably better viewing. I haven't really watched a lot of Liga in the last 2 years because after Neymar and Messi left PSG, and then also a lot of the teams like Monaco and these other things lost Chameni, and then what do you call it, Ekitike and all these other players. It's just like my feelings about the league kind of like, I didn't really know a lot of the new players. Like the only one I knew for a fact was Simon Bouabre. I'm not sure if I say that correctly. And then he just left the Neom from Monaco. He's a young player from France.
Who was that?
From Simon Bouabre. Bouabre. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I say that last name correctly. But he just left to go Saudi in Neom, which was kind of upsetting because I was like, fantastic. Pogba comes and now he can learn under Pogba, and then it's just like he immediately left.
yeah.
Felt like a a young Griezmann type, and I really wanted to see him get to that next level. The vibes are off. You feel me?
What do you know about Mika Tadza?
I know about him from the Euros. I know he had a really good season before that with
Mets.
who? Yeah, with Mets.
Ooh. That's a player worth checking out. I think he will be in the top 3 goal scorers in Liga. I think
I
he'll be up
think
there.
considering he was in Lyon, right?
He's at Lyon right now.
Yeah, I think you could have got him for a discount instead of going for Raspadori. I think that would have made more sense. You could get a sort of a striker who can do a lot. He's good at link up play and these other things.
Yeah.
You take some of these better.
Mika Tadz is one of the most slept on players. Like, bro, his ability. Because I watched him also in League 2 with Mets like 2-3 years ago. Bad goals for fun with Mets in the top division. They were not good. Still bad goals for fun. Went to Ajax. The manager didn't like him, so he didn't play him, and he went back right to Mets in Liga, banged in some goals. Then Lyon last year.
Ajax in the last few
was
years has
starter.
been kind of sketchy with their transfers. They've taken players who are really good, like Bonasosa, like what you call it, like say make a Tatsa, and then Chupa Akpom, all these other players, right? And they don't do much with them at all. Even Calvin Bassey was
make
really really
transfers like
good.
Klaassen. They make transfers like Bertrand Traore, Wout Weghorst. You know, they spent real money on the Croatian center back who is not good. What's his freaking name? He is dreadful. Reader. Oh my god. I'm glad I don't remember his name.
I think it's good.
Llorente. Ah,
Good ball, good ball. Score.
here, I'll pause mine. What minute are you at?
26
Oh,
did. Trippy, how could you do this to us? How could you do this?
Oh, okay. He cleared it way wide. I thought it was like I thought the clearance was closer. All right, so I'm at 26. No, I'm at 56, 57, 58, 59. Let me know when you're at 27 exactly. Right.
Right. No.
Cool. So 03, 04, 05, 6.
Yeah.
Awesome. So about to take a corner. Botman getting handsy. Ball in. That was a good ball. Good header out. Who do you think scores first? Or is there a goal?
I think we don't see a goal until the second half. I could be crazy for that though.
Okay.
I'm gonna let's see. I'll say this, and then like both teams will score something stupid like that.
Oh boy! I just made a man. You made a really.
And Barnes just walking back with a little head down.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Come on, Giuliano. No, that was terrible.
I expect better from you, man. I rate you, bro. I rate you, Simeone. Hey, get your bad misses out in preseason. What a ball from oh my lord. That ball from Baena. Oh. Tino, I need you to be stronger there as well. But
Black is so good, man. I've never felt complete safety with a player on the ball like Oblak, because if he doesn't feel comfortable that he's gonna be able to do something there, he'll just clear it. Like I've never
pull off a skill move, bro. Pull off a FIFA Street skill move.
No problems with him.
How many years do you think Oblak got left? 2? 3?
5.
Oh wow, okay.
Like he doesn't seem very far off it at all.
I would agree. I think there's.
But then again, with goalkeepers, you never know. They take like a precipitous dive randomly.
Wellington, Tonali, Ashby, Elanga.
Should get Hudson-Odoi as well, huh?
What's that?
So y'all should get Hudson-Odoi as well.
No thanks.
I think he's good.
He is good, but we don't need any wingers. That's the thing. We don't need any wingers.
How could it be for Newcastle there? That make
What's
any
up?
sense? Never mind. I don't understand sometimes what referees we see.
This isn't at you. This is at Sia.
Mm.
Fucking Liverpool. Big up Sia, my guy. Barnes, nice. Drive. Okay. Oh, nice idea, J7. We don't need any wingers. Oh, fuck.
Come on, Gallagher.
Oh, Nolly, that's my guy. That's my dog.
That's a clear forward. you can't tell us like that. Let me just stick my foot as I backwards. Like, that's not how that works, man.
Yeah. Gallagher did well to carry there. Did well.
Yeah.
Did well.
Oof. Really do need a midfielder, man.
All right, see ya.
Wonderful football.
And
not a bad idea. Not a bad
Pope.
idea.
What an interesting save from Pope. He does that every once in a while. But he makes a save. He literally I'm like, okay. Very unorthodox sometimes.
It seems Armada is almost dropping deep to facilitate the midfield and
pick up the ball. Yeah.
This is my problem with the same thing last time, right? He's always on of course that's not a foul. You can't look for the referee to do that.
Right there. I understand you complain about He's
being on the ball too long.
Your touch, man. Nice drive. Ball in? You have to score that, man. Come on, dude. That's why you're not a striker, my man. That is why you are not a striker. What were you saying about Armada? Sorry. I don't like the petulant shit he does sometimes.
That's annoying. And it's not really something like we call it. Yes, you're supposed to play to the refs, right? In terms of trying to pick up the fouls and these other things. But you can't force a ref to make a decision.
Mind games and yeah. It's two different things. Yes.
This is the part that I don't like about it because it's like Juliano will get up if he doesn't if the referee doesn't see it immediately.
Well done, Ashby. Well
That's
done, Ashby.
Cool. That's not cool, Jerry.
Hanchko.
Made the right decision, I guess.
And what the fuck is going on? You good?
Is it before? He's fine, no? Ouch.
All right, you'll be fine though, Gordon. Get up, man. Come on. Fucking hell, Hanchko's like, nah, fam. Get the fuck out of here. Are you surprised about the tone of the game in some instances?
I'm surprised at the intensity Atlético is showing. Because they were really, really mediocre against Porto. Until the second half. Yeah, until the second half where our youngsters came on and we actually looked like we were playing football. It was not there, man. It was not there at all. Which
plays the victim card more, Liverpool or Newcastle? That's a controversial.
Liverpool. Let's be real.
Yes.
Liverpool will go into any conversation that has nothing to do with them and be like, how do we make this about me?
And Arsenal.
How things are... Liverpool more so than Arsenal, but Arsenal do it too.
Arsenal is the annoying online fans.
Yes.
That's what it is, bro.
I hate Liverpool fans with that passion.
Trippier hasn't scored a free kick in the,
nobody clip that because I don't want any Liverpool fans on my timeline, please. Thank you.
Trippier?
Please don't score against Atlético.
So we're not going to put Tonali on just as a decoy. All right. Wow!
you.
Ooh, good effort. Good effort.
Please don't
No,
disrespect us. we give you
that's
a
a
league
ball.
title. What a
Page of
great
a ball,
header.
you have to score.
That's a great
Yeah.
header.
What a fucking ball. Oh my god. That was a beautiful ball from Barnes. You know why that's a good save, though? And I
Why?
think people miss out on this.
But did he push it away easily?
It's the fact that where he puts the ball, where the ball, so he saves it, but where does the ball go? For me, goalkeepers that make wonder saves, but then the attacker follows up and taps it in. It's not really helpful. You did your job, but not to the fullest extent.
Mm-hmm.
With Oblak, it was an easy ball at face to deal with, but he uses his hands so fucking well.
Mm-hmm.
Not just today, but in general. He parries stuff away from danger. That's a huge thing for me with goalkeepers, bro. Where does the ball go after you save it?
Yeah.
And that's what for me, that's a good save. So that's something Oblak's always been good at. Where do you rank Oblak in terms of goalkeepers since 2000? Is he top 5?
He's top 3 easy.
All leagues.
When did Oliver Kahn retire?
Isn't it like 05 or something? There's only one answer with this. 10. As of right now, it's Atletico Madrid. There's one answer. I think it's quite easy. We'll make it further in the UCL. Us or you guys? Ball in?
Probably us.
Yeah?
Probably. Yeah. I don't know. You never know if we could get Real Madrid earlier again and we could just cheat it in 4K definition.
Maybe we get Slavia Praha or something. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
The
on the face of it, yeah, it's like on the thread.
UCL is one of those tournaments you can never really be sure.
Yeah.
To be perfectly suited and everything goes wrong. But
you finish top of the league phase like Liverpool did, and then you meet PSG, who got in through the back door. And then
since 2005, I'd say Buffon, Oblak, and
Neuer, Courtois. You got.
I'm not sure. I'm thinking. The problem is 2005 is like from 2005 to 2010, you had players like Casillas, you had we call it.
Ooh.
You had Czech, who was just like finishing his career.
Yeah.
You had we call it. Like Petr Cech was one of the best keepers for me growing up, right? And I saw it, and you look back at the tape, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense why people felt that way. And then you had what you call it? Who is that keeper from United, right? The Dutch keeper.
Van der Sar.
So it's like you had the latter end of some very legendary keepers, even Vida and these other things for AC Milan. It's like this is where you are.
The one at Inter, Brazilian.
I don't remember. Oh, Claudio Bravo. No, you can't give him anything after.
No. Brazil, Mourinho's 09-10 trouble team.
Yeah, you can't give him anything after that World Cup in 2014, though. Like, no props can be given to anybody who holds 7 to Germany for your national team in your national team. Can't do that.
Yeah, that's a black mark. That is a huge, that's a stain.
Oblak has a awful defense. Like, it's only Bijol and then nobody else in our backline. That's interesting. And he has never conceded 7. Like, there's levels to this, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Oblak top 10 since 2000?
Probably top 3. I think despite what I just said, Oblak, I'm not sure where exactly along the lines, but it's like I've never seen. somebody who's that consistent of a shot stopper for that many years in a row.
And he was doing it at Benfica as well.
Yeah.
Alisson, Roblox.
But Oblak, that's easy for me. I think Allison's been really, really high level, but I think Oblak for me. Because even like if you compare their worst years, right? Oblak had a really sketchy year, I think 2 seasons ago.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and then Allison had that year with COVID. Although I don't want to blame Allison too much because he was going through a lot of mental problems with his father passing away.
Yeah.
So, but if you look at the low levels between Oblak and Allison, it's like Allison was really bad, like really, really bad. And Oblak was just like, I can't believe you are having problems. It's not so much that he was like, he's a bad keeper. It's just, he is no longer a league keeper in that season. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. So ball in.
6 Zamoras, 6 best trophies, best keeper in the world trophies. Sorry, for La Liga, back to back. He's the record holder. Right?
Wow.
And if we do great again next year, do great again next year, you could get a 7th. Top keeper.
Yeah. How many goals do you think we should have scored today, Newcastle? I think we've had at least 4.
At least one. You had 4 solid chances, but
3
in terms
Joelinton
of
headers. Actually, that might have.
there's 2, no? It was this one and another one.
Amada, Cardoso.
Nice.
Llorente.
Please release
You're
the
right,
ball
by the
early.
you were spot on with your possession prediction. By the way, I feel like we've had much. I haven't looked at the stats yet, but I feel like just watching it, it feels like a 60-40 Newcastle sort of.
Yeah, felt that way.
That's a nice ball, Almada. Out wide. Ruggeri. Good block. Good block, Elanga. Anyone stood out to you on either team so far?
Elanga has been very visibly very good for Newcastle. I really liked what he's done so far for y'all. It's been kind of a little scary, but and then Livermento has also been really good. And then I'm interested. Like Ashby's been pretty okay, to be honest. I kind of like kind of like what he's been putting on. Giuliano's been very good today for us.
Giuliano.
Also, Bayana's been really good today.
Yeah, and I'd also give a shout to Hanchko.
Yes.
I give a shout to Amada. I haven't noticed Alvarez much.
No. But this is why I don't like the soul striker thing. It's like Alvarez likes to be a part of the play. I think when you make this play where it's almost like him by himself, it just doesn't.
Joelinton 4th fucking header on target, bro. Or like in the.
When I tell you I don't like Lenormand.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he was for that cross.
Yeah. Botman, nice. I feel like Botman's been pretty good for us as well.
He kind of always is.
Yeah, he's just steady, reliable, does his thing. Tonali on the ball, I've liked. J7's getting into scoring positions, and in the build-up, it isn't. Ooh, you got pressed there. So, is this a better first half from you guys than the first half you played against Porto? I did not watch that game.
Yeah, but I still think we're lacking in areas. Yeah.
Oh, you cut out there. What were you saying? You were lacking what?
We're just lacking in certain areas. I think as soon as we get close to the final third, it just doesn't. It just kind of falls apart in a way I don't like.
Yeah.
I think Rogeri's been fine. I think he just can't handle the pace
Yeah,
of Elanga, which is understandable because that guy's really, really fast.
Elanga?
Yeah.
Jetty.
It's like you have a pass there. Why would you dribble? You've gotten past one man and then you dribble into another one. Like it's not necessary. You know what I mean?
No,
It's not that he if he takes a
that's
little bit
another
more.
thing I hear it. That's the next thing I hear it with Almada on his first tendency or instinct. He needs to, when he passes the ball, he has to think about it for a second or two.
Which is not a, it was a bad sign for an elite player. Like I want to see you like before you get the ball, you need to think of where you want the ball to be.
Yes. When he gets time, though, he pulls off some beautiful stuff. Which, how frequently do you? Yeah. So I hear it with that. I hear it. That's halftime, 0-0. Let me pause the fucking timer. All right, let me fucking refresh this. Decent game. I think I was expecting to be a little more. Yeah. What are your thoughts? Aerially, I would say that's one thing. We're targeting Lenormand in the air.
Lenormand is supposed to be our best centre back in the air, and he's been very mediocre today.
Yeah.
To the point of like as you said, four chances for
Joelinton.
For Joelinton in the air. He hasn't managed to get any on target, but if we come across a team, you know what I mean, in the Champions League or La Liga that could easily get that, then obviously
Possession.
It's just annoying.
Possession's a little closer than I thought. Slightly. 53-47, 230 passes, 211. 86% passing accuracy, 84. Sounds about right. 8 fouls for both. 6 shots for us, 5 for you, but 2 on target. No yellows for us, 1 for you. No reds. No offsides for us, 1 for you. 1, 2 corners. 4-5-1. That has been our shape off the ball. Yeah. 4-5-1. And then in possession, Tino bombs up, and then it's Lascelles, Botman, Trippier. Yeah. Decent. What do you think will be the subs at halftime for you guys?
We won't make any subs at halftime. We might make subs around 60 minutes, and we'll probably switch up the formation a bit. So we might go to that same 3-5-2 that we did the other day, which is we'll have Gubil as a centre back. We'll have we call it Molina as a centre back as well for some reason. Carlos Martin as a right wing back. Taufik in the midfield. Maybe Koke as well in the midfield. And we'll probably have Solot and Griezmann come off the bench. And then Yano will probably take over Almada's spot.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. What have you done well today? I would say, besides the aerial defense on the Lenormand side, I would generally say defensively you've looked mostly fine. I think off the ball pressing, you've won the ball in some good areas.
I mean, it seems that the idea today was very clearly to try and figure out the pressing understandings, trying to know where to press both high up the pitch as well as in the midfield, which is good because there's a lot of the new players, so you're trying to get to coordinate them and these other things. I'm fine with that. I think it's clear. We call it last season and the season before that. Whenever somebody had a problem in the back line, you would have Lino coming back to facilitate, or you would have Koke or somebody falling back to facilitate the play. With Almada, the left wing, he's not going to fall back to facilitate. That's just not something that's going to happen. And so the question now feels like you should probably swap Bayana and I think I just saw my friend mention it on Twitter, Fran, where he's saying it probably makes more sense for Almada to be further up and facilitate the play, and then have Bayana further deeper, because Bayana, we saw what Bayana could do at deeper, where he put Giuliano on that.
Yeah, the
counter
chance
attack.
that Giuliano Simeone messed up.
Yeah.
Where he nuzzled off. He did well to nudge off Livramento, but then the shot was angle just closed down too quick. Yeah, you're right. Anything
So,
interesting about Newcastle that you've observed?
I think I really like I like the idea behind the defense, but I think you do need to get one or two more defenders.
Center backs. Yeah.
I think Botman has been really strong. Ashby has been nice, but Ashby seems to be a bit
Going
young,
forward,
fresh.
yeah.
So you probably do need a center thing. Tio is a good option, but 40 million for a player who's not finished is not something I think that makes sense.
And with a kind of sketchy injury record as well.
He is a very, I don't know. And then
what he does offer, though, is recovery pace, which our center backs do lack. Although Botman is deceptively quick. I need someone that is just
fast, just straight up fast. Yeah,
Elanga. You can find me a center back that's number one, good at defending, but two, has some speed, recovery. Yeah.
Look, Bade is an option, but I don't want you to get him. I want us to get him. But
Who's that?
Look, Bade from Sevilla.
Louis.
Like
okay. I think he's all right.
In terms of centre backs, I think you probably need one or two centre backs to figure that out. I don't know when Shaw is coming back, so maybe he'll be fine. I don't know.
Shaw yesterday, that's why he's not here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you need a centre forward. I think you see what is a really good plays from Elanga and and Gordon
Barnes.
and Barnes, and you just lack a real presence in the midfield in the centre of the play to really do something there. Because Joelinton getting those free headers is nice, but if your centre forward gets those free headers, change.
Samu. If Samu
somebody
offered those 4 chances, I would bet my car he scores one of them, at least. We'll just go conservative and say he scores one of them. Samu from Porto. I think he would probably do about 2. But I would definitely say, yeah.
I think he probably scores at least 1.
Yeah. So it's one of you're right. I like one thing I've noticed that I've liked in moments, again, the idea versus execution, the fluid front 3 thing with Gordon, Barnes, Elanga. Elanga's mainly stuck out wide right. He'll move central, but it seems much more wide touchline. Barnes and Gordon do a lot. Some of Gordon touches I've cussed at. Some of them have been nice though. Barnes maybe once or twice, but like most of especially the ball he put in for Joelinton from the left, the Tonali 1-2, that was very nice. For Joelinton should have scored that. I don't mind the fluid front 3 idea, but then if Joelinton's gonna, because this is the thing with Newcastle, we're a very cross-heavy team. Cross. That's the one thing I would say briefly about Livramento is I think his crossing. If he wants to go to another level, crossing needs to improve a bit. Everything else, Trippier can put a ball in. Barnes, Elanga, more of a low-driven kind of cross sort of thing. But yeah, like overall, pretty even game, I would say. I think the scoreline reflects kind of the feel. I don't think one team has been supremely better than the other. Do you agree with that?
I agree. I think you've had a better, clearer end product game than we have, and I think that's the part that is a little frustrating because we we have the players, but it's just not manifesting in the right way. We really only had two chances. Juliano only had one chance, and I want
Then you had that
Alvarez.
shot
Oh,
from Alvarez in the opening
right.
moments, and then you had the Hanchko one, which is actually a really decent effort. Wasn't far
So
off.
I want Alvarez to be more involved,
Yes, yes.
and I think if you want to get the best out of Almada and Alvarez together, you need to have Almada a little further forward.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Do you think what else? Do you think we've sat up too high, like our defensive line? Or do you think it's just right? Because I think in some certain moments,
If you get the centre back who can facilitate it, sure. But right now, yeah, you don't have the players to be playing that high up.
yeah. So I feel like that's something that in second half y'all could exploit if you make some tweaks or subs here and there.
Yeah.
Eddie ain't changing that freaking the high line with the personnel. That's my issue. But if I had to edge it to a team, if you had to tell me who was slightly better, I would lean us slightly, just
That would make
because.
sense.
Yeah, slightly though. But yeah, decent game though. Decent game. Question from Anthony, who's a AC Milan fan. Big up. Do you think Raspadori can make an impact for Atleti? You could take that away.
We'll see.
You sound excited.
I'm not a particularly big Raspadori fan to Atletico. I think he's a decent player. But in terms of potential fluidity, maybe he could be better than what Solot offers in terms of
on your bench,
link
by
up
the
play.
way.
No,
he's not.
he hasn't done his medicals yet. He can't be on the bench.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what he offers that we really need. Like, if I'm frustrated with Almada, I'm not really gonna expect much more from Raspadori. You know what I mean?
Because me and you disagree on the overall evaluation of the player,
but they're the same player.
Would you agree that Almada just has talent?
Sure, I think. Listen, he has. I think his ball carrying and his ball striking are the parts that really set him apart. Because when you look at his ball striking, when you look at some of his goals outside the box, very far away, perfectly hit into top corner or across these other things. But
Elijah Raid, big up Elijah, my guy, Spurs buddy, big up, bro. Thank you so much for the raid, much appreciated. Welcome everybody who is joining from the raid. We're watching Newcastle and Atlético Madrid friendly. It's been a decent game so far. I got the Champions League background. We got to manifest this into a group stage meeting. Hopefully not at your ground because I'd feel better at mine, but. You know, I'll take it either way, just for entertainment purposes. Gordon false 9. It was more of a Elanga doing that, to be fair. But he's occupied some central spots here and there. But yeah, big up Elijah for the raid. And yes, please do hit up the likes. What are we at for likes? We've got 12. Get up to 15 people. Come on. And if y'all want to watch the game as well, I'll drop that right now. The Google Meets. Free. Just click on it, and then I'll punch you in. The easy as that. But yeah, decent game. Who do you want for still in the window for Atleti? You still need a striker, correct? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Are you looking at anyone? Is there any rumors?
No rumors.
I didn't want Sesko, by the way, anyway. So you can flex Sesko all you. That's great.
I wanted Nunes because I thought there was a possibility of link Keeks with Will from Football Carnage. Who's
Yeah.
Football Carnage?
So he's a Real Madrid fan, and he has been looking for a minute for an Atletico Madrid fan. Good dude. I'll definitely I'll be the middleman there for sure. What were you saying? Sorry about Atletico. Were you linked with any strikers? Are you?
We will. I think in terms of strikers, we've only ever been linked with Nunes or Vlahovic as the two. Like those are the only two reports I think had any sort of credibility.
On either of them?
I was fine with Nunes.
I don't mind Vlahovic, but the problem with Vlahovic is not like he's Nunes and Vlahovic on the same part where it's like you need to revive them to get them to the best level, right? We've seen them at a very high level at other teams, not at the team that they were currently in. Liverpool, he's never really shown his very best level. Vlahovic is the same thing with Juventus. There's been moments where he's looked insane. He scored like 3 free kicks in a row in games, right? And then other times where it's just like you watch him and you're like, you're paying 12 million a year for this?
He's not using his physicality.
Yeah.
Mentally, I don't know what pisses me. If I was a Juve fan, I don't know what would piss me off more. His media shenanigans whenever he gets criticism. And he's just so rattled and I think just mentally weak at times that if I'm the opposition team, I'm like, yo, I can verbally bully this dude and throw him off his game. Or if it's the fact that you have an imposing physique, your first touch is dead, but that's no excuse. Lukaku's scored dozens of goals wherever he's gone. And your application in games just overall, you ghost too much. I think Vlahovic at Fiorentina, which is coming up on 4 years ago, where he was brilliant.
Yeah, like a while ago.
Sailed. And the mental thing, that bothers the shit out of me because mentality and top level sport is make or break, to be honest.
It's one of those things where you can kind of clearly see you need to revive both of them, right, to get them to the next level. And
I have an issue with those kind of players too.
I don't mind that because Simeone has done that more than once throughout his career. My only problem has always been with
the manager. I will say it depends on
the manager.
Price, what you need for your team. So
Neither of them would be particularly expensive in terms of what you could potentially get back out to them. The problem has always been for me with Vlahovic has always been salary. The reason why nobody is touching Vlahovic is because he is on 12 million net, and that is stupidly high for a player who you're not sure you're taking a gamble on. If you could take that, you could get that. I'm not somebody who normally talks about money, but it's like that is too high of a salary for you to ignore it, for you to be at this level. This is a 20 goal a season striker kind of salary in the league alone. You know what I mean? Like if Haaland is making, how much is Haaland making? Like 15 or something? Something along those lines.
He's making 500 grand a week, Haaland.
Yeah, it's a lot. But
it's 40
he's
goals.
Never, he's never dropped below 40 goals a season. So
fucking ridiculous.
You're getting what you pay for.
Like, yo, take out the 0 and maybe even then.
Yeah.
Some players, I'm just like, some players for me, I just stay away from them like they got Zika virus or something. Like they've got certain diseases that you get when you get romantic, right? And Vlahovic is one of those no-goes for me.
I think he's always been on our radar because we wanted him before Juventus got him. And we were very, very close to signing him, and it just didn't manifest because the Fiorentina president was being an idiot. And so it's a shame, but it is what it is.
Yes, your
yeah.
B team did spank us pretty badly. Yeah.
I
4-0.
don't. I don't see us ever. I don't see us getting a striker, to be honest. And I just hope we get a midfielder or something.
8-6. No, I'm not doing Dutch league next. I am doing Belgian, Ghent and Union Saint-Gilloise. That's one. That's definitely one. So, corner in for Newcastle, about to be taken. Where did I put my fucking earbud? There it is. Ball in. I should have paused it. Oops. Sorry, what time are you at?
Like 47 minutes or so.
I'm at 47:50. Let me know when you're at 47:50.
Should I pause?
Countdown.
How do I get up to date? Should I just refresh it?
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I think we're at, 47, 55, 57, 58, 59, 48. Is that where you're at? 48
I'm
02.
like a half a minute behind.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Hold on. Join the Google Meets thing.
Oh, I'm on it. Let me see if
Oh,
I
you
can.
are? Oh, this thing fell way behind then. Yeah, rejoin it. Yeah, rejoin the
I'll
Google
rejoin.
Meets.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm like a minute for like 48 minutes, you know.
Perfect. I'm at, Perfect. Elanga? Ball in.
Nice from Ruggeri.
Yes. I love Ruggeri, bro. King
It
of...
seems a lot of people from Atlético don't feel the same way as I do, which is strange because I think Ruggeri has clearly shown a really nice level.
And he doesn't drop below it. Hardly ever. And
So
that is so undervalued.
if you can do that and then also take another step up, that's something I really, really would appreciate.
Yeah. Yeah. Ball in. Like, those are the kind of players, if he can go up just at one level.
Ball. This has to be a goal. Has to be. Oh, what a terrible pass.
Baena, choose it. Or one.
Oh, wonderful football. Is he offside?
Baena. No offside. Alvarez.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love
See? What did I...
to recover that ball.
I did not mean to yell. This isn't act... Okay. Hold on. Let me just... At halftime, I made a comment about how high we play up the pitch, our defensive line. What happens 5 minutes in? With the lack of recovery pace, Tonali has to run his ass back as a defensive midfielder. He gets megged as well. And then all of a sudden,
it's like, I don't think Baena and Alvarez are particularly fast. They're fast, but it's like, you can't be playing like that against either of them. You know what I mean?
When your center backs are the cells. And
right.
Butman,
and we just talked about it, and we just said it's probably not wise to play like that against Atlético. Because you're playing way too high for a team that doesn't have it. And it's the same, I think.
There.
Ooh, wow, who was that? Who's
Amada. Ball.
Who's 30 for you?
Who's that?
Who's 30 for you?
33?
No, 30. Who's the player with 30 on the back of his leg?
On Newcastle? Oh, that is it's Ashby. Harrison Ashby.
Very, very good though.
He's impressed today. He's done well. There's Griezmann.
I'm not seeing Taufik. I'm a little concerned.
About?
I wanted to see Taufik and Yano.
West Ham fucking exploit that high line like he did Everton.
I love Hanko though.
Why the fuck wouldn't Atleti? This is my thing, bro. Just bring in fast center backs. My God.
Fast and good.
Yeah, that are
You don't
good.
want to drop too low for me.
Yeah.
Who's that super tall centre back you'll have at left centre back? Which I
Ah,
bought from Brighton.
My man, Alex Murphy, the young Irish kid. And that was another tap in. Holy shit. Number 37, Alex Murphy. So he got subbed on for.
Oh, good goal. Is that offside?
Why is this thing falling so damn behind?
That was offside or onside?
It was offside. Offside.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Trippier?
I'm not too sure I understand what do you call it? Like it still doesn't make sense to me that we got Lunamon. I think
Yeah.
he's a player who it was clear you were never going to be on the same level as Stefan Savage at his best. And you didn't have the capacity to jump a level.
Oh, no. Yo, you guys
on.
look not menacing going forward, but like
But it's happening.
a lot. Yes.
Oh, good idea.
We look vulnerable. That's the perfect way to put it. We look vulnerable defensively now in the second half, much more than the first.
Mm-hmm.
And going forward, I think we have so far in the first 8 minutes. That's a sloppy giveaway.
I like Ashby though. I like him a lot. I'm gonna look for him.
He's impressed. He's impressed. He ain't gonna play a damn minute for us in a real game, unfortunately. Eddie Howe, my arguably biggest complaint about him, just as a football manager and tactician, is he has a first 11 that he runs into the ground
and doesn't rotate.
and and then when said player from that 11 is injured for a significant amount of time, the new guy that has to step in has played a handful of minutes here, a handful of minutes there, and you have to wait for him to get up to speed. And if he's not an Eddie Howe player, then we just drop off a cliff.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, use your brain. I've seen you adapt when it really counts. Like a player over there.
I don't know why. It's like, don't get me wrong though. Rotation is one of those things that is not an easy skill, because I've seen even the best coaches not always get it right. But even then, it's like when you look at Mourinho, when you look at Pep, when you look at Ancelotti. Ancelotti does not rotate. Ancelotti and Klopp are bad examples. They never rotate. But like when you look at Mourinho and Pep, when you look at when they rotate, how they rotate, what games that they want to rotate it as, when does it make sense for them, which players they might even adapt to, because I've seen at Real Madrid, there was times where you would see Ramos at right back or somewhere, you'd see Pepe at DM, you'd see things, you know what I mean?
Nacho as well, right back, right center back.
Right, you could see things because what he saw was my players are getting tired in certain positions, and this player has been playing really well in training. I think he can adapt to this position for me, and I would like to see what it would result. And they would often get the results.
Yeah,
because if you do it enough, you'll get these things. And it's no different with Pep. Pep has had bigger squads at times, but when he wants to rotate, he has rotated, and he's done so usually quite successfully. Pass again. Whoa, what a ball, Baena! Oh my god.
Baena, bro.
As soon as you see the 10 on the back, you realize, he's gonna make the pass. What a poor giveaway.
Goddamn friendly.
Oh wow, Baena. This has been fantastic.
What would you give him out of 10? I'm saying at least an 8 out of 10 for today.
At least.
Yeah. Yeah. He is, yeah. He's just a baller, man. I don't care what league you put him in. I don't really think you could put him. He's just a footballer, man. He's a great footballer, bro. His skill takes him and his brain, and he just slots in. Fuck, man, I'm so jealous.
This really
How much did Baena cost, by the way?
42
million euros.
Yeah, 42 million euros.
For perspective, we paid 55 million pounds for Elanga.
Oh,
and what the fuck was that?
Who's number 17? Isn't that Hanko? What are you doing there? I was like, that's a bit awkward.
Speed! No! Yellow.
It was a good challenge, but you can't challenge him like that. You can't challenge him like that. You know what I mean?
And
you're
this is where
sprawled out with 2 foot. Like, he got the ball, but you can't make that. That's clearly a foul. You can't make that.
Reckless.
What on earth is he doing here? Hilarious guy, dude. Yeah, I was already very high on the Hanko deal. I'm even more so now. I'm really happy that we met.
Hey, man, you can play strong. What the, bro? That right there is what the hell is a polar bear doing? What the fuck, yo? Yo, going forward, bro. Like he didn't. It didn't work out there. Oh my god, yeah, that's yo, Giuliano. What are you doing?
You can't make that challenge. Even if you get the ball, you can't make that challenge.
What do you think of Giuliano Simeone's like discipline? You think he needs to improve on that? A bit too feisty sometimes? No? Okay. Do you think he strikes a good?
Yeah, I think it's a good balance between being very annoying and then also understanding when to stay on your feet and thing. It's like a Suarez. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, you just need to stay on the ball and stay up on these other things, and then like he'll randomly just create a chance out of nothing. Like that's this. It's a very South American trait. Did I miss something? We said a penalty on my timeline. Maybe we're just a little bit behind.
By the way,
what's up?
I'm not going to take credit for this observation. I'm in one of my WhatsApp Newcastle chats, and one of my boys said, defense has gone to shit second half. Someone immediately said, Butman came off. Yeah, it shows.
Oh. Yeah.
Oblong.
Yeah, we saw him because Muso is.
We're booing your son.
Why? It's a friendly.
Bro, don't do friendlies, man. You don't do friendlies, bro. Not Eddie Howball, bro. This guy's evil, bro. Oh, funny. Admit. Boom. Alfie Harrison got subbed on. He played yesterday, though. Interesting. Okay, so another.
All right, so Taufik is on. We got this. Is Yano on though? Let me double check on that.
Oh. No? Oh. Wow. Good challenge then. Fairs. Very good challenge.
Who's calling me? Is that my problem?
So let me list out the subs. So subs for Atlético Madrid. It is, let's look it up here.
Okay, so Musso, Pubil, Galan, Molina, Koke, Taufik, Yano, Solot, and Carlos Martin. So the same players we said we were gonna come on.
You called the spot on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
We've switched 3-5-2 as well. All right. I think Hanko is
Target Galan. Target Galan. That's all I ask. Target Galan.
Like it's like if you think the Ruggeri situation is bad, it's gonna get real bad right now.
Target Galan. Please and thank you. Ball? Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, Musa. Ooh.
A little sketchy, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice ball.
And look at our
What you got from
fucking
Solat?
defensive line. Yo, why are you backing up? Oh my God almighty.
Why is Solat still have the ball?
Because we didn't do anything to
That's a goal! Wow! Griezmann, boy. Nah, that should have never been a goal, though. That's insane. What on earth is going on with that back line now?
Hold on.
Let's watch this again. So Solat, I'm not gonna lie to you. You can't have two centre backs and Solat dribble it, and you still have the ball. Like,
What a
he still has
finish!
the ball.
The
Great finish.
Cheeky.
Great decision from Solat to pass it off there. But it was clear what was gonna happen. Like, none of this should have happened, in my opinion. If I'm Newcastle, I'm upset that managed to be a goal. That should have been defended. But on the other note, hey, Griezmann scored. We're back. We've never been this back. We've never been this back before.
Keeks? I am not. You probably picked up on this already. Yeah, I'm a talker. I always have an opinion, and I like to break things down in depth. I'm speechless. My jaw dropped to the floor with that whole.
Oy. Who's that?
I'm just so glad it's not a friendly because I just.
It is a friendly.
Oh, that hit me for 6.
Oh, that's Yano.
That has absolutely hit me for 6, bro. That's a Mike Tyson knockout punch.
Wow, hit me
And
for 6.
again, holy fuck.
How are they there?
You're going to score another goal or two, you know?
I'm gonna be real with you. You probably should have scored in the first half, to be honest. You had enough chances to score.
Yeah. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference between a team that is just levels. Let's just put it simple. Levels.
I think y'all are a lot closer than it seems right now. How long is on the pitch? So who came off?
Oh,
ooh, that was a terrible shot, actually.
you raised it. Looked all right.
It looked cool. It looked cool.
It looked all right for a sec. Looked all right for a sec, you know? I have to still type out your subs. Koke, Melina, Martin, long le, long gap, long stop gap. C'est deux.
Wow.
Monserrate. Monserrate.
Yano Monserrate.
Monserrate. Okay.
And then Taufik Seydou and
Griezmann obviously got subbed on immediately. Cooks, Pubil is the other one I'm missing.
I think
Pubil
is also on the pitch.
Galan.
So Kanko came off then. He just came off.
That is correct.
You know, last season I was gonna say Musola looked better on the ball than Oblak, but I think Oblak has looked really, really good on the ball today.
I mean, he fucking embarrassed Gordon to be he actually dunked on his. Oh my god.
It's pretty good. This is going a lot better than I thought it would.
I thought we would have conceded by now. At least once, if not twice.
You don't take your chances, this is what fucking happens. And when you play the fucking high line like this with little to no recovery pace, this is also what happens. When you sub off your best center back. This is what happens. When you have two center backs, because Sorloth is not R9.
Oh, that was a good idea, but he had already moved.
I mean, yeah. This reminds me of the Champions League game when we played Borussia Dortmund. We hosted them. We had a lot of chances in the first 15 to 20 minutes of the game. One of the first Dortmund attacks that they really put together, they scored it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they
Despite
just held
the fact
on.
that you all were clearly better.
And then we went down a level. And we just didn't have those chances no more. We tried, huffed and puffed and tried to blow that, but like, bro, this just happens too often. I've seen this happen to us versus Fulham last year.
Yeah.
At home.
In my opinion, what y'all should be doing, I know y'all got Champions League, right? But what y'all should be doing in the transfer window is, like, Elanga's great. All right. Maybe a little bit overpaid, but he's great, right? But you all should be looking to do what you did before. You bought Isak in the same summer, and then you were looking to get Ekiteke in that summer, where you could. So you have your starting 9, and you have your secondary 9. You ended up getting who's the English striker? Good striker, but he's always injured. Whatever. But he's like. I think you need to get those young players who will eventually grow into the team. You did it good with Botman. You did it good with Livramento. You did great with
Lewis Hall as well.
Lewis Hall, right? If you look at these players and it's clear you've hit the jackpot on some of these players. So try and push again and get one or two of these in a midfield, in a striker. You know, get them early, get them cheaper than what you're willing to spend, or even, try and pull something similar with Isak, with Samuel. See if that makes sense.
Yeah, but no, we're gonna go for Jackson.
I feel like Samuel is more. I know you've been linked with Samuel.
Samuel's way better than Jackson.
I agree. I like Jackson, I just think, and I think for 35. Oh my god! What was that? You could have just.
Commentator's like, he lost his footing. No shit. He lost his footing, Mr. Commentator. Oh my days. Oh, that's
good football.
cold.
Good football.
And...
Good football. No.
All right, well done.
But yeah, I think Jackson for 35 million has been good business for Chelsea. I just think, I think he's clearly there's levels to improve, and I get why people are frustrated. Oh wow, yeah. Griezmann has been fantastic.
Notice, I'm gonna point out something you said. There's a key word you said. Jackson for Chelsea has been good. What?
For 35
business.
Million. Yes.
Has he been a good player for them?
I think 14 non-penalty goals and then 10 non-penalty goals is pretty good.
I would say very inconsistent. Let's just say average to above
He's
average.
been all right. Like,
we are linked with him for a price of a player that when you buy a player for 60, 70, you expect better than above average. You expect at least good and consistent.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue.
I mean, for that kind of money, it would make more sense to go after a player like a Jurassi, who would immediately improve your front line. But you can't go after somebody who's 30, 31.
You know what I mean? For me, player age, it depends on what kind of player you are. If you rely on, obviously, if you rely on pace, Kyle Walker, there you go. He's
Walker
done.
Is a good example, yeah.
He's old and he's lost that recovery pace. Hence why he was trash at Man City for the last year and a half, whatever. He's trash on Milan at loan. Burnley picked him up now, and he'll be an experienced head and all that jazz. But at the end of the day,
come on, pass it to Yano. God damn it! This is what I hate about Gala. He's overdoing when he's dribbling. Pass your ball.
Yeah.
Pass your ball, man. We had something going, and you try to dribble backwards to get a foul. You don't need to do that.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like,
Mhm.
Samu,
No, I get it.
it may be overpriced at the moment, but
It'll
I
be worth it.
genuinely have seen very good things at a good level of consistency where it's like the price is like, okay, I'm willing to take an overpay. I'm willing.
I think
Because I've actually
70
seen,
million you put down in Isak, I think 2-3 years ago now, was very much an overpay in my eyes because what Isak showed, even at his best
by
level,
how
was not
much?
good.
25, 20?
Yeah, at
Okay.
least.
Okay.
But it worked out, and you managed to get him to become one of the best center forwards
In the
in not
world.
just the league but in the world,
Yeah.
right? So if you want to take the risk and you believe in Eddie Howe to be able to do, oh, what a ball!
Offside.
Has to be a goal. Oh,
Offside.
no, Galan was offside.
I'm speaking about Kyle Walker. So, oh yeah, that's what I was responding to you with about Girassi.
Mhm.
I think he can. If you give me 2 or 3 good seasons, at worst
I'd put
as
down
a
50 minutes
backup,
too.
or at best a starting 9 that can get me 15 to 20 league goals, some in the champs and other cups, I'm fine. I'm
If
chilling.
you
It's
need
the
to
same
look
deal
at
with
you need to look
Wizard.
at Girassi properly. Girassi in the last 2 seasons has been what 28 goals in 28 games for Stuttgart, and then 21 goals in 30 games for Bundesliga, and then 13 goals in 14 for in Champions League. Like he's been stupidly good these past 2 seasons. He's
Yes.
29. So if you put down 30 million and Dortmund for whatever reason decides to accept and he wants to leave, then I would never say no to that. I think I would like him at Atletico right now, to be honest. But if that is an option for you, I would take it immediately.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No question.
But it
He
probably
is
makes more
such a
sense
good
to
poacher,
do
bro.
too.
He's
Yeah.
such a good poacher. He's instincts. He's got it.
Hmm.
Finishing, like you gotta look at the team around him as well. It's not a
Mhm.
great Borussia Dortmund team.
No.
It's really not. And he scores goals for fun. He scored goals for fun. And he will continue. This upcoming season, we know he will, as long as injuries and whatever. And if he just keeps up what he's done, then he'll score 30 goals all comps.
Yeah. Jurassi's only problem has been his injury history has been a little sketchy.
Yeah.
But when you consider that he's somehow I think he's the only player I've ever seen who's gone to Dortmund and has had a better injury history than when he was in the other team. Every other person
Medical
just gets worse
department
with Dortmund.
sucks.
Terrible. Has been for years.
And that's a yellow. No?
That's a foul?
Yeah, I think he got handsy in the face. Let me see a replay though. Let's see. 23 is
Carlos Martin.
Martin. Was
The
he on
young
loan?
Don.
Was he on loan at Alaves?
Yeah, he was last season, yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
You watched Alaves last season?
You got some sort of partnership with Alaves.
Most
Loans.
teams have a sort of partnership with Alaves.
So they're kind of the guinea pig of La Liga.
Not necessarily. They've only come back for the past 2 years or so now.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
But in terms of the Basque region, because Athletic Club want to have a team in La Liga so that they can actually have players can get first team experience without jeopardizing their own prospect. Alaves comes in, get first team division, you get good minutes. Same thing in Real Sociedad. So they kind of feed the club for those two. Yeah.
It's a good spot to develop.
It is. I think it's a very good team to develop players in general. I think the only thing they lack really is a little more ball playing. They are a less technical team in La Liga than I think some of the other teams
Sure.
really are.
Gordon?
Not a bad ball. A little too close to the keeper, but not bad.
Yeah. I need to see Tonali over free kicks and stuff. And I've been saying...
I don't know why he isn't, because he's
I've
been
been saying this for the
really good
longest
at it for
damn
years.
time. And it's only a friendly, so like maybe when we play Villa away next week, which I'm really looking forward to, as you can tell by my tone of voice. After Villa away next week, oh man, where do I sign? Oh man, that's gonna go really, really well, right? Next week, yeah, if I see that shit, it's I want smoke.
This has been a good. Oh no, it's been a good match to watch.
Well, I mean, we've died a sad death going forward, but first half it was Murphy, J7, Tonali. That's brilliant, Tonali.
As it always is. I still can't believe you managed to get him. I thought he would never leave AC Milan. Like that was his childhood club.
Their management chose him as the sacrificial.
I don't know why,
man.
because they had just got Champions League football, like semi-finals with Champions League football. So it's like you did this and sacrificed one of your best players for no reason. Because they could have had Reinders.
Oh, what a touch,
Tonali.
Barnes,
Oh,
that was
wow.
nice. That was nice.
Oh, great challenge! Wow,
Bravo.
Gallant. I did not know you had that in you.
Bravo.
Oh, he's offside. That's Barnes. Oh, that's Harrison. Okay.
Alfie
He might have tweaked his knee.
Picked him up from Man City's academy a few years ago for a few $million here and there. So.
Y'all are pretty good at scouting. How is Seydu get a yellow card? Well,
Seydu is what number again? Sorry.
I think it's 28. He's the only black player on the team. You don't need to look at his number, but it's not hard. Trust.
That's
Like, the man has a very visibly Ghanaian name.
Player on
Like,
the team, you don't even need to. Wow.
ooh.
You know what? As funny as that is, it's the damn truth.
Yeah.
Oh man. Corner. I don't put it past Sorloth to get on the end of one of these.
Sorloth is not very good when it comes to finishing headers, though. Like, he can get them. Finishing it, different story.
Today might be his lucky day. I'll draw into Nessa. Fair enough.
Jonathan is good in here.
Yo, my man is stressed. Yo, Eddie, you are stressing, dog. Look at him. He's pacing back and forth. He's, bro, this is your friggin', yeah. Griezmann? What the hell? Okay.
Okay. I know that's Molino who touched that ball, Oh, wow. Who did that?
Oh, my Lord. Carlos
Very
Martin.
nice.
Damn, bro.
All right. Buddy.
Almost kept that in. I appreciate the tech and the idea. Very close. Okay, Lascelles. Now, but you dribbled around the player.
Oh, nice.
Good. A hospital pass, and now we are very vulnerable. And here's Sorloth.
You could have passed it to two players, and you punch it to. All right, bro.
Nice job, Tonali. You're doing more defending than our center backs are. Fair enough, bro.
Somebody's injured.
Gordon. Yeah, and this isn't, by the way, this is not the first time Gordon has gone down in this game.
True. You can never tell with some players. You can never tell when they're actually injured, and they just like that.
Oh no, it's a non-fucking contact.
Well, it's a good thing you got Elanga.
So I actually lose my fucking
non-contacts. I mean, it should be okay.
Nah, but Gordon's fucked up his. I'll pull up his injury records. The transfer mark. Fuck. No, I agree. Gordon is always like diving around and all this shit. That's yeah, that is who he is. That was non-contact. Brother was running, and he just skipping a hop, and he was like, "Nope. Hope it's not as bad as it comes across." That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Okay, at least he can fucking all right. We'll see. He looks a bit body language. I don't like the body language. He is actively like his head's down. Actively. It's almost like his body is like non-voluntarily just
If you can walk off a hamstring injury, it shouldn't be longer than a month. Because of like a proper tear, I'm not coming off this field. Like, you have to get me off like with a stretcher.
So Sean Neve is subbed on. He's our only actual striker. Like that's the position he is. And that could be 3. Oh!
Shafiq, no! Why would you deny that from him?
That's a top class save, Pope. Well done. Well done.
So he has ball striking.
Wow, Galan. Jesus Christ. Good save. Good save. Good save. Good save. Fair enough. Tonali. Nice.
Tonali's
men are center backs.
Wow, look at that physicality, huh? Oh, Longley, you stupid idiot. Why would you do that? No reason to do that.
You see why my favorite player at this fucking club is Tonali. I bet.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Guy is just, yeah. He is a Swiss Army knife. And he's just kind of good at everything. If you ask him to do something, he'll do it. Win the ball, keep the ball, shoot the ball, pass the ball, press, aerial challenge, on the ground challenge, 1-2s. You ask him to do something, most of the time he'll do it. Put in a cross, recovery pace. Kind of offers. No, Bruno G's my guy, but like
feels kind of like he's the best midfielder. Not only am I surprised that he left it there, I'm surprised he left AC Milan because of the fact that he's such a Pirlo fan and because of the fact that all these other things.
Yeah.
Good recovery from what was that, Ashby, I believe? No, it's Trippier. Yeah, it's my boy. But yeah.
Is he your where does he was he ever at any point one of your favorite players? Was he just a steady head?
Yeah.
Quiet, yeah?
No, Trippier was one of our better players. Not just like he was one of the best right back. He was the best right back for those 2 years when he was in La Liga.
In La Liga or Europe?
In La Liga. I don't know what Europe. Europe had a lot of good right backs at the same period of time, but La Liga did not have anybody who could reasonably say, yeah, your foot. Wow, good job. That's a foul? That was shoulder to shoulder. That's literally what it is.
That was fucking shoulder to shoulder, bro.
All right, well, it's not that serious. It's a friendly. But yeah, Trippier in those 2 years that we was really promising was 5 assists, could have easily been more than that. And then another 6 assists after that. Again, could have easily been more than that. He was really good defensively, really good going forward. He had solid dribbling. He was fast. He had everything, man.
Crossing.
His crossing was immaculate. Good Lord. I was like, when I look back at it now, it's like I'm surprised that when I look at the tape of like when he was in Tottenham days, I was like, how could you defend this badly? because the player we got was like immaculate. It was one of the most complete fullbacks we've gotten in years.
Oh,
Very nice, very nice, very nice. But that's a foul. It's a foul.
drag back
course.
from. Is that Martin? No, Molina.
Yeah.
Harrison.
I'm happy he ended up winning a trophy with y'all. It only makes sense that he did.
I was so happy when we got him off you guys, especially for the price. I was like, this is literally exactly what we need in the scenario we're in. Quality wise.
Oh, he's nice.
Who's that?
That's Pubil. He's playing as centre back today, but he's supposed to be our right back. But Molina's still here, so he's playing centre back. So that's what's going on for now. But he's been nice. He's been really good for us so far.
Yeah.
Y'all got him for what, like 13 million or something? Euros? And then like mid-season you got him. He helped y'all stay up from relegation, and then still you got a trophy with him too.
Yes.
I'm happy for y'all though, because I think whenever Trippier is happy, I'm fine with that. He got us a league title. We could have got more with him.
Yeah.
Really good player. He's only ever spoken kindly to us. He's only ever been good for us.
Yes. Now, Trippier, bro, is he's. I've talked with older fans from Newcastle as well. He's the best ever right back we've probably had in our history. To be honest, he is. Yeah. Foul on Harrison. Yeah.
Could do it all. Score free kicks, set pieces, anything.
Captain as well. I mean, that's
Captain.
a real captain. Like he
He said he would go back to Burnley one day, because he's that was where he first broke it out.
Is that Shahar? Or who the fuck is that? That's Neve.
Is that what you call him, Shahar?
Yeah. So the no, that was Neve actually, bro. All of our Geordie kids, they got black hair and they're skinny.
You can't tell the difference.
Black hair, baby face, and freaking virtually the same haircut.
Can't tell if this is Lewis Miley. Can't tell if this is Neve. Can't tell if this is Ashby. We'll see.
It's the blonde one that we got from Inside.
Okay, good game. 2-0. I didn't expect us to keep a clean sheet. I liked a lot of what I saw today. It's very, very, very nice.
That second half showed the gap in squad depth.
You think so? Because a lot of these squad players we playing right now may not play next season, but we'll see.
Well, we're only missing from our squad for today's game.
Mm-hmm.
Missing Bruno Guimaraes, Lewis Hall, obviously Isak, Ramsdale.
Mm-hmm.
Who played yesterday as well? I could just make this a lot easier on myself and pull up the fucking squad from yesterday's game. Fuck is Espanol. So we're missing Burns, Cher, Guimaraes, Miley, Osula, Murphy, Kraft, Park. Harrison and Neve both played today, some minutes. I got my guy Jefferson as well, who's pulling up. Newcastle fan, my guy. How you been, bro? How you been?
Big up, guys.
How you doing?
It's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good right now, man.
I think y'all had a really good first half, though.
Yeah.
We had chances. Yeah, Jefferson. So where do you want to start with this? Where do you want to start?
Well, to be fair, I did actually miss most of the first half.
Okay, fair.
But I heard what Elanga did quite well, apparently.
That he did. He was one of the
passing marks. 7 out of 10, I would say.
Okay. But what I saw in the second half was, pretty bad. And I think the worrying thing for me is Atletico played the Club World Cup. So apparently they've only had one preseason game, whereas we've had 4. This is our 5th.
No, this is our 3rd. We had a preseason game behind closed doors on Wednesday.
Okay. So really, if you want to count that, it's, if anything, they should be tired, but they looked fresher. They were passing the ball crisply through the middle, brave one-touch football. And, Griezmann's finish was class, of course.
Yes.
But it just looked like they were playing with us. Like, we were cones. In training where you got cones and you dribble and pass around cones. We were the cones. So that's worrying for me. Our football has not improved. It's not changed for the last 3 years. We just play the same way. And, it takes, in this case, it looks like a half to figure us out. And then that's it. They just turn it up a little bit and score a couple of goals. Job done.
Once they scored their second goal, actually, fuck that. The entire half. Keeks, do you remember, or Jefferson, do you remember a chance we had? Sounds about right.
I think you had a corner, maybe. No, you did. You had a chance against Musso with a set piece, and then I think a corner, but not anything especially.
Yeah.
2 shots on target, 7 shots.
Hey, Joelinton missed 4 big chances in the first half, so that does kind of paint a different picture because, it's true. I think it's a tale of 2 halves where I think Newcastle was better in the first half. It's a shame you didn't get to see it because I think we were struggling. Because Elanga was really, really good against Ruggieri. Like, pace.
Joelinton was dunking on Lenormand for fun in the air.
Yeah, it was easy.
Fun.
Every set piece. I don't know how he didn't score, actually, and looking back at it. Tonali was very good. You still had, and Ashby was making some nice, solid forward runs. You had Livramento, who just...
Ashby, yeah.
You had a good first half, and the second half, it was just like, as soon as Botman came off, oof. You need a center back. That's all I'm going to say.
Jefferson, I was talking with Keeks about during halftime. We talked about a bunch of things, but as soon as we conceded the first goal, I was like, "Yo, Keeks, remember when we talked about 10 minutes ago about our fucking high line, our lack of recovery pace, and the fact that Tonali is the center back, he's the CDM, he's the right winger, he's the left winger." He's the attacking. We're going to run this fucking amazing player
into the ground.
And we have seen when he is injured, we drop off so bad. We dropped off today with him on the pitch.
Great play by Alex Biner as well. They just showed the goal again. He looks like he's going to shape it into the bottom corner, and he fools the keeper by sliding it along.
Yeah.
Such a great... I know it takes a nick off the defender, but it's still a really good pass across the goal.
I was shocked that he managed to cover that because I thought after the ball from Alvarez to Bayern, I was like, oh, you killed it. You killed the play. And then he managed to create something. I was like, wow, my word. I didn't realize you could even do something like that.
Yeah.
Apparently, he had some of the best creative stats in La Liga last season. That's one of the reasons they signed him, I think, from Villarreal, wasn't it? But that goal as well, I put it in a group that we're in. I think Steve would have seen it, that this is what it shows. We haven't learned from the past, And yes, I know there's a lack of pace there. And I could see they had Tino as the last man. Tino actually lost the ball. Well, he played a poor ball to Gordon. Gordon loses the ball. And then Tino gets left for dead. But we've been caught on the break historically, particularly in the past 2 seasons. Luton in the 4-4 draw. My mind goes back to the 3-1 home loss to Forest as well, also a couple of seasons ago. And most recently,
one of the players.
We signed Tiao now, who's got a bit of pace. But we know what will happen, Who's he dropping? Who's he dropping? Who's he dropping?
Yeah.
We know what Eddie's like. He's going to be like, yeah, he's not fit. He's not fit.
Excuses.
So we're going to pursue playing Dan Burn, left centre back, share right centre back.
No recovery
And
pace.
Villa's got quite a pacey side, you know. So
And they press
listen,
when the ball high up and they get direct to goal.
I'm trying to think. Celtic 4, the Korean 11 1, Arsenal 3. So that's already 8 goals.
Spurs.
And then Spurs, how many? Was that 1-1 that game? That's 9. And then obviously we had Espanyol 11 and 2 today. We've conceded 13 goals. Like, it's a madness.
Mm-hmm.
We're just leaking. We're leaking for fun.
I think Tio is a good option for you. Maybe for a little less money, but I think he will be good for you. He's fast. He's capable defensively. He has a decent ball on him. So it's something to look forward to in that sense if you manage to finish it. But I think you need one more other centre back because Shaw's been good. Botman has been very good for you. Lascelles a little sketchy from what I've seen of this past season and today. And you probably need one more centre back alongside that, and then you still have to worry about the centre forward situation, however that saga ends. And at least one more midfielder because of how it is. Or you just actually use Lewis Miley, but I don't know if that's possible.
But the maddest thing is we're going for TL now. Yeah. So I'm no good at maths. I think they're saying it's 40 million euros. So I'm going to presume that's anything between 32 and 35 million pounds, maybe.
Yeah.
But we could have signed him last season. But because Eddie was squabbling with Mitchell and he only wanted Guehi, and we pursued Guehi and we didn't get him, it's like we're getting him now. I mean, we're almost lucky to get him now. We've had to pay a little bit more, but I just wonder if it would have been worth getting him last season, and then he would have had a chance to integrate into the team by now. But listen, at least we're addressing a key area in the team that we really need, and he should improve us, like you say. Did he challenge? Was he a starting player? Did he challenge Tomori and whoever the other centre back is? Or
he was really good for them to the point at which they switched our back three at times in the season to facilitate them. So he's a very good centre back.
The thing is with Chow, he's a confidence defender. He's a confidence-based player. I know all of them are, but like
more so than others. So
more so than others, he is. When he's in a bad run of form, when he's dilly-dallying on the ball a bit too much, or he relies on his recovery pace a bit too much, and then he doesn't get there, then it's a problem. And I think we're slightly overpaying for him as well.
For a guy who has a little bit of a sketchy injury history, you probably should pay less.
Oh, Chow, here we go. Okay, first.
But yeah. Oh, it's done? As we're talking about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was popping up. Because I don't think he played in the game against Leeds.
No.
So I'm presuming he's then going to stay, because it was in Ireland, he's going to be able to stay over in the UK, probably do his medical maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. So it'll probably be official by maybe Tuesday, I reckon.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, from Fabrizio.
All right, nice. Well, okay.
Although he has been known to be wrong before.
It's not even necessarily him being wrong. Is this summer has been one of those fiascos where as soon as somebody's almost done or everything's about to be signed, somebody's like, "How about I offer you more money?" We've done that.
Me and Jefferson have some stories to tell you about this summer. Holy shit! And it happened to Atleti. You're right.
We got Pubil off of Wolves after they were basically done. We lost.
Oh, really?
AC Milan were looking at him as well, I think.
Yeah.
We were looking at him, was it 2 years ago? I think when we had Ashworth.
I think that makes sense. But I mean, you got Livermento, so you should be more than happy, actually.
Yeah. Because they're saying, is it Pubil he's a Spain youth international, isn't it?
That he is.
Yeah. because he was with
plays-
Almeria when they got relegated,
Yeah.
but everyone was raving about how good he was.
Yes, he is very.
Him and Sergio Arribas were really, really good for Almeria. And they both like 20, 21 or something stupidly young. So both of them are still young and they're still very good. I'm happy that we got him, although he's playing centre back for us for some reason.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but
Isn't he
doing-
short?
Nah, he's huge. He's like 6'4" or something.
What?
Who,
Oh,
Bill?
he's got a spurt.
Nah, he's
The
huge.
photos don't do him justice. I've seen of him
He's
before.
taller than There was a photo of him with Barrios and Samuel last year with these Olympics, and you literally just see Samuel being eclipsed by Pubil. Like he's huge guy.
Yeah, let me look up an image of Mark Pubil. Let's see. Mark. Yeah, he is tall, bro. Let's see if
But
this-
find the image with Pubil and Samuel just to show you in the Olympics. This huge guy.
Ah, he looks tall, doesn't he? So you think that'll be it then? He'll go from a right back to a centre back then?
I think he'll do both. I don't know if he'll be able to sell Molina, but I think he'll be able to play both centre back and right back because we'll be switching between, as we saw today, we switch between back three and then back four. Let me send you a tweet.
Oh, word. Okay, I'll check my Twitter in a sec. Here's a
See,
freaking. Yo, look at this, bro. You can hug Samu and look at him eye to eye.
He's huge
That's
guy.
funny. That is funny.
That is.
But you see, this is the lesson for everyone. Everyone's like, oh, you know, Eddie in his time off, he spent time with Simeone. He learned from him, blah blah blah. But you think Simeone plays the same way he did 3 years ago, 4 years ago? No.
No, he
Like,
doesn't.
yeah, okay, there's the dark arts. Yeah, there's a physical style.
Wow.
You close players down. Yeah, he looks really tall, doesn't he? You close players down, but there was some nice passages of play. Like you were passing it around, and that's what I'm saying. That's where we need to get to because at the moment we're just work hard, close people down, play it down the wing, whip it in. After we do that, what happens? Like I don't know what will happen. Like that's
You
the
want to
goal.
have-
Get it to the wings, cross
Another
it in.
dimension, no?
Huh?
You want to have like another dimension of play. It's just not just one
penetrate
dimension.
through the middle. Even if we have to go over the top, do that. I don't care. Hasn't got to be pretty. Just do something else.
Mhm.
Because
You know
it's
what,
very
Brendan?
telegraphable, you know.
You know what tendency Eddie Howe picked up from Simeone? I just kind of deeped it. You know, St. Keeks, when you said, I think when we first started chatting up about football, about Simeone and the fact that he doesn't prioritize center backs like he should. Same thing with Eddie.
Although that's partially due to the club, but yes.
Yeah. Same concept though. It's like he would rather roll with Longley than a Mourinho, who you really
Which
like.
is
Yeah.
a long way. Even
But apparently,
today.
though, they've got who's the guy they bought? Is it Hanko or something?
Hanko.
Yeah.
He's meant to be
Hanko.
very highly rated, isn't he?
He is.
He was good today.
He is.
I liked what he did. He almost scored randomly. Today.
He did. Yeah,
What country is he from? Is he Hungarian or something?
Slovakian.
Slovakian, okay.
They
And
did
then
well in the last year.
Lenormand. How's Lenormand doing? Because for Spain, he looks all right, but I haven't really seen him for Atleti.
He's better for Spain than he is for Atletico.
Yeah.
I'll say that. At Spain, he does he sweeps up the play. He makes it so Hoyson and Kubasi don't have to worry too much in terms of what they need to do. But for Atletico, it's just like I don't feel that comfort when he's on the ball or off the ball. Like Joelinton made him look very mediocre in the air today.
Yes.
Very mediocre.
Yes.
So
you can say that again. And it's something we didn't exploit. We didn't take those fucking chances, bro. So it's just one of those.
St. Keeks, do you watch much of Valencia? Have you seen that Javi Guerra's signed a new contract?
yeah, he renewed for 2029.
What do you make of him?
I think
he's a very, very, very good player. I think
Yeah.
he's on the cusp of exploding in terms of getting to that next level. We saw it in his last 6 months where he's doing a lot of
Him and
things.
Barrenechea.
Were really, really good last season. And
And
him and Pepe Lu are even
I
better.
love Pepe Lu as well.
Pepe Lu is good. Yeah.
He is. So I'm happy for him. At the same time, I'm not sure if I think the coach is a good coach for him to grow on these other things. Valencia as an institution is very sketchy right now. The ownership is very bad.
Yeah,
they
they
just
have a
sold
Mike Ashley.
Mosquera and Yarrick for like 25 million total, which is nonsense. Those are two center backs that if they were coming through my academy, and I even heard a rumor of somebody is like I've become a terrorist. Like that's it's like that's insane. Those are two potential world class center backs that you just threw to the wayside for like chump change. And then
But nothing.
yeah, and then they sold Mamadashvili to Liverpool last season for 30 million, which again, Mamadashvili is one of those players I thought as a goalkeeper was on the cusp of being on the same likes of Courtois and Oblak and Alisson and them, and you're selling them for no money. Not that 30 million is no money.
He was one of the players of the Euros, wasn't he? He made the team of the Euros.
Insane time for him in the Euros as well. So I don't know Valencia, but in years gone by, they would have been the building blocks for another super team that would eventually challenge for the league and go for the Copa del Rey, be nice in the Champions League. That's what they were supposed to be. But they've fallen off because the institution is just, my word, it's not very good.
To put it simply, he is their version of Mike Ashley.
Peter Lim. Yeah, because
Ashley, bro.
He
doesn't
partially
invest money
owns.
into the club, doesn't invest in facilities, doesn't give a flying. And again, Newcastle and Valencia, I think domestically are very similar.
They've actually
crowd-wise, they have a great derby as well with Villarreal.
Villarreal,
always a good watch.
They just got their stadium green lit. You know, it's been sat there for 8 years or something like that, 8 or 9 years, partially built. They just got green lit because I think they had a certain amount of debt. So La Liga wouldn't let them, or the Spanish Football Federation wouldn't let them do it or something. And now they've paid off some debts. They're allowed to start reconstruction of the stadium. Apparently it's like an 80,000 stadium or something, called the new Mestalla or something. So
it's a shame because the Mestalla has been around since I've been a small boy and I've been watching this on TV for so long.
Wow,
crazy. But the reason I was asking was I've been suggesting that he would be a great player for us. I think an upgrade on Joe Linton, and I just wondered if you thought he would be a success in the Premier League or if you think he'd improve us.
I think I think he is exactly that in a lot of ways, where he has a lot of the technical levels to do something really special. He's a little wasteful at times, but I think you can easily get over that. And when you look at what you want in terms of the physicality, he's very strong, he's very big, he's very fast, he's capable. He's not necessarily fastest startup time, but in terms of his top speed and what you want from him,
his brain is quicker than his feet.
Yes. And so a lot of times you'll also see him making off the ball runs, making these other things. So if you were to get somebody like him alongside a Tonali, a Guimaraes and Jolant and these other names, you would be able to get that person who could get that another dimension for you in terms of through balls, in terms of, and he also has a really good long shot. People don't appreciate that, but he's really, really right at the edge of the box. Insane.
Screamers.
So now this new contract, I don't know the terms of it, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's a bigger release clause, or on the basis that he's got more years, you have to pay more to get him. Whereas before, there was rumors that because Man United was sniffing around, they were asking for 25 million. And I'm thinking, this is so cheap. Let's just get it done.
It was
But,
20 million last year, and it didn't do
But
it.
Andy and Eddie, bro, the head honchos at our club for recruitment now, who have never spent a day in their life as a professional sporting director, they don't watch anything outside of England. So they probably you say Javi Guerra, they say who? They say no, fuck that. They say who's it?
Joe Gregory.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's hey, we got Villa away next week, man. We'll be all right. We'll be all right, Jefferson.
If you look at Liga, you could get a cheap, really top quality midfielder that can
From
get
Liga?
Yeah.
Yes. I'll double down. Ligue 2.
Yeah, I mean, Paris FC. Paris
Bueno.
FC have got a little thing going on, haven't they? Paris FC have got isn't 20% of them owned by Red Bull or something?
Yes.
And
I think so.
so
Yeah.
they'll start to get players over from their system as well.
The guy, one of the main shareholder is of Paris FC. I was looking up the other day. He's like worth $50 billion or something.
Yeah, it's the what's it called? The people that do Louis Vuitton and all that.
Yeah, they got bills, bro. Bernard Jean Etienne Arnaud. He is the owner of LVMH.
Louis Vuitton, Moet. What is it? Moet.
Hennessy.
Yeah. They own so much.
And Dwar. Chairman of Dwar and Louis Vuitton, and also Financier Agache, which is the $86 billion euro revenue.
Wow.
Got a few dollars to spare.
Don't be afraid to see.
You're talking about money and numbers I've never heard of before in my life. What are you talking about, bro? That's a GDP.
Exactly, of a whole damn country. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Paris FC will definitely go up. I've heard that they want to use the rugby stadium, the one where I think is it Stade Francais or La Rochelle. I can't remember which one. The one with the roof on it.
Yeah,
they want to move to that one to get bigger revenue from match day revenue and stuff.
Yeah, no, they're cooking. They're cooking. But yeah. Any other Jefferson? Did anyone stand out for you about Atleti? I thought Seydou when he came on was good. I liked his impact a lot, to be honest.
He looked good. The thing I'd say about the Atleti players is, like, they weren't afraid to try things, and you just naturally saw the confidence from the players, including the young players and the new signings. Mm-hmm. They knew how they wanted to play. The only difference was they could up the pace, they could slow the pace down, and it also just felt they never got out of second gear at any point. So they know the patterns of play, but it feels like they have enough confidence to go out there and play the way they want to play as well. So that's what I noticed across the team, including the youngster you talked about who came on. Mm-hmm. Good save from Pope, actually, because he could have scored as well.
That was a vicious shot.
Shot inside the box. He's 17,
That's 17.
Yeah.
He's how tall?
For like 5'10", 5'11" or so.
Is he Spanish native or is he from like the continent? Is he from Africa?
He plays for the Spanish under 17s and under 18s, right? So he's been throughout the Spanish system. He has I think his parents are from Ghana.
Oh, wow.
So and he speaks like 3 or 4 languages. He's a really cool guy. I need him to succeed. For not just because he's amazing.
These players, they make me laugh. Why don't they just play for Ghana, man? Come on.
No, you know why it doesn't happen? It's the same reason why Kobe Mainoo never played for Ghana. It's because the entire time that they show promise throughout 12 to 18, you're not interested at all, right? England showing them and saying, hey, we would like to play you, whatever. And then as soon as they get to the national team, you're saying, you're trying to get her interested about maybe we could play or whatever, so and so.
if Kobe Mino was scouted when he was 15, he would be playing them right now. As they wanted to play for Nigeria and they denied him. Imagine that.
Wow.
So
I wonder what happened there.
Well, Nigeria is an incompetent football federation, and
Yes, they
also
are.
Ghana are as well. So it doesn't really surprise me.
That's the issue. Is like African players have and people who have African descent have a lot of options, but they very rarely take advantage of it. 'Cause they could have some teams that could be putting down some very scary names
World Cup
with a good coach.
winning teams potentially on paper.
Potentially, yeah. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
But
Talent level, depth. That's why Morocco for me are, I mean, my God,
they're like one
all
of the
across
few
Europe,
federations that does it well.
Morocco's stepped up big time, and they've invested off the pitch in pitches, academies. Like, they have stepped up their game, and it showed in the last World Cup. And like, their right back depth is crazy. Crazy. You already have established in Hakimi, but then you've got Asnu, you have Hilali at Espanyol, the right back yesterday that we played.
Omar Hilali.
You have the one at Genk. You have the one, Asnu, who just signed for Everton. He'll also play left back. You could also have Mazraoui, who's solid, dependable, good right back.
Yeah.
That's 5. Even if one of them is even if 2 of them are a bust, one of them will, could go on to do great.
And then you still have UC from the Real Madrid Academy, and you still have Asnu for the left back situation. So it's like you have so many options just there alone, and then you have
Ain't Nori as well, right? Ain't Nori, is he Moroccan?
Yeah, he's Algeria. Yeah.
Oh, is he Algeria? Okay.
But
wow,
Algeria also does a really good job. So it's like you have like 2, maybe 3 places on the entire continent that has a really good federation, which is a bad sign because you have really talented players who could play for these teams. Because I would have loved to see Ghana could have had an insane midfield. Ivory Coast could have had an insane midfield. You know what I mean? Nigeria,
we could have Marcel Desailly, man.
Yeah,
we could have Emmanuel Frimpong right now. Like, there's so many. So many.
Frimpong had problems with the Dutch national to getting into the Dutch national team because they kept playing him in the undertake. You should have taken advantage of that. You should have said, "Hey, you want to play? You know what I mean?" Could have been
crazy. Because we haven't been anything since we had like a good run between 2006, 2012. 2014 was like the last remnants, and we had the whole Kevin Prince and I forgot Montari fell out with the coach, so they didn't go to the World Cup. So obviously we had a good result against Germany with that 2-2 draw, but that was the end of it. And we've really struggled, with the exception of kind of Kudus. We haven't really been able to bring through. I know there's talk of the midfielder from is it Ernest Nuama from
Lyon?
From Lyon, but he's not like SCN's class. Like, we've not really been able to bring through the quality we had. Like, people don't realize we literally had Stephen Appiah and Michael Essien, in midfield with Sully Montari. Do you know what I mean? Like,
when we were growing up in the 2000s, it's like you hear the names like in Cameroon, in Ivory Coast, in Ghana, in Nigeria, and all of these teams, right? Scary names, all-timer names. And now you don't get that because they just don't try anymore. You know what I mean? It's the same thing for us in Trinidad. We could have got Colwell or even Jaden Sancho earlier o'clock if we were even remotely smart, but we're not. So I don't know if we'll be in World Cup ever again.
You man had Shaka Hislop in goal. And I mean, Dwight York, man.
Good names. We had a good time.
What a striker Dwight York was, man.
Yeah.
Class.
All-timer.
I used to do because I know everyone was like Cantona as well, but and he did make it cool. But I used to like it when Dwight York used to put his collar up as well,
Yeah.
But him and Andy Cole, like, man, they were just amazing. I still remember a couple of goals they scored, in their run to the final in the Champions League. I think there was a goal in the new camp where they drew 3-3 and they were literally telepathic doing 1-2s. And then I think Cole finished.
I saw that in the highlights of the thing. It's just like you could see the levels of these teams. Like it makes sense why they win trebles. You know what I mean? Different times, man. Oh well.
I don't want to be one of those people, but you know, I remember growing up and you had people saying, "Oh yeah, you know, the 70s. You know, you had Georgie Best, blah blah blah." And all that. I used to be like, "Oh, shut up, man. What are you talking about?" Blah blah blah. But I'm gonna be one of them people. Like I just think my generation was the best, man. Proper football, man. Proper football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? None of this stuff with the because the referees, they protect the players too much. Do you know what I mean? You grab your shirt, it's a foul. You know what I mean?
Hey,
you know,
Peak did a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge earlier today, and it was called a foul. And I was like, that's literally, by definition, can't be a foul. But it's just give away everything nowadays.
Getting out of hand. You get a penalty for anything these days as well.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm surprised they didn't. Looking back at it, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't penalize Livramento for the Hanchko thing. Hanchko was playing striker.
Yeah.
That's a pen. Yes, Jefferson, you heard me right. The center back was,
He made a random run into the. I mean, it was a penalty, but it was at the same time. I was just like, whatever, it's a friendly.
It's a friendly. But in my league.
The Lascelles one, it's a pen. That was a pen all day. We got so lucky, man. Premier League game, that's a pen.
Yeah.
Because you can't. I get it. You can barge someone. He sort of barged him and he nudged him.
Yeah.
And you've made no attempt to win the ball. Like none. You're nowhere near the ball, mate. It's a goal score, preventing a goal scoring opportunity. You know. Madness. But,
what did you make of Gordon today, Jefferson?
I just think, listen, we know what he'll give you. He'll run the lines as much as he can. He'll try and take a player on. He'll come back.
He's an outlet.
He'll also give you a lot of work defensively, which you need off the ball, particularly if you're not going to have as much possession. But for me, I think he does lack football intelligence at times in terms of see what Barnes tends to do, where he'll look for a 1-2. Barnes will make the run in behind. Gordon needs to have the ball and wants to dribble past the man all the time, which you can't always do. Now, when you put him in a number 9, he's not as adept in that central position. I don't know what Eddie sees in terms of him playing there, added to the fact his finishing isn't all that. So then it's compounded by he's pulled his hamstring, take him off. What are you waiting for? And by the time you try to take him off, it's too late. So we've now lost a player, and there's questions around the playing style for me, and again, the player welfare, which has been awful for us.
And the spine. I was talking with Keeks. He was like, what do you need for your team? And I'm like, I was listing off, okay, I have questions about goalkeeper. I have questions about center back, starting and depth. I have questions about midfield, depth, and 2 whole strikers. What is all of that? That's spine. That's the spine of your team. Aside from midfield, because they start, whatever. But depth, you can't ignore that in midfield, especially with Eddie Howe. Because again, we'll run him into the ground. But at the spine of the team, it's not sturdy anymore. If we don't improve in that, if Chiao turns out to be a flop, then again, it's like, we still need to address the spine. If you have a good spine, you can compensate for having not so amazing fullbacks, not so amazing.
Which you already have.
Huh?
It's like what you already have. You have really good fullbacks.
Out wide, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
I'm not. Gordon, Barnes, Elanga, Murphy. Am I 100% thrilled? No, but I'm also like, that's decent. Okay. Fullbacks, I'm cool, calm. Like that's not an issue. It's everything else.
I mean, the depth isn't there. So if one of them get injured, yes, you can say in the instance of Hall, we were able to see Tino go to left back. Tino was better at left back than he was at right back, which is weird. And then you bring on Trippier, but Trippier's getting old. We saw him switch off today. So, he's 34. There's only so long he can keep that intensity up. So then you have to look at the likes of Alex Murphy at left back. Is he ready for this level of football? I don't think so.
So then we need
and then you've got Harrison Ashby. Again, Harrison Ashby was on loan at QPR last season in the Championship and apparently didn't do very well. I know he's done all right in pre-season. So this is what I think we need one more. I really do. Where we would get one from, I don't know. But I get it. While people will be like, well, that's not a priority for the team, because we've got so many other areas we need to improve on.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And we don't have creative recruitment. It's very, closed-minded, inside the box. Everything outside we don't do outside of the box shit. We don't.
Zaha looked good though. I mean, I know he only had 5 minutes, wasn't it? But straight away when he got the ball he chipped forward, it was accurate and it actually penetrated the defense. And that's what I mean. If you have to go direct, do it. He saw the opening. I don't know who ran beyond on the right-hand side, but he just pinged it straight through. And that was encouraging. So he's another one that could jump in at right back if needed.
Well, no, he'll jump in at right back in a real game under Eddie Howe if the other right backs are injured.
Hey, I didn't get to see Lewis Miley today.
I can't even get excited about the young Bucks. It's like you're not going to play here unless there's injuries.
Remember Sanusi last preseason? I think he played 3 games and then he never played in the whole season.
Yeah.
It's the same vibes with Atlético at lots of times. Huh? We have a strong squad. And even though I think our midfield is a bit lacking, because I think Gallagher is not a double pivot player, right? So ideally you want to play either Koke or Taufik or whatever it is. I don't expect to see Taufik actually playing or starting games for us this season, despite the fact that I think he has the potential and the quality to get to that next level.
You don't mind if he plays like Copa del Rey games where you're playing friggin'
that's how it always is. It's like you get Copa del Rey, you might get to little Super Cup games. The only time you get a La Liga game is when we're already up 4-0 or we're losing 3-0.
Yeah.
And we only under pressure though. The chairman said he wants the treble this year.
Don't listen to
which I think is absolutely madness, right? But when he said treble, I think he meant domestic treble, didn't he? Or something.
Cerezo, I say this from the bottom of my heart. He is a drunk old man, right? He's like
Gary Jones.
Think of him like whenever you go to a Christmas party and you see that uncle who comes in, he's already 4 or 5 drinks in, and you're just like, all right, okay. Just don't listen to what he's saying. He might sound interesting. Trust me, nothing. Yeah, just ignore him.
If he says something offensive to you about your partner or your dress or your
I've seen him for years. Cerezo has said maybe 3 times a year he'll say something remotely sounding interesting, and that's it. The one time was when he was like, "Will you sell Alvarez to Boston next year?" It's like it probably would be easier for us to sign Yamal than them to sign Alvarez.
Oh, he's mad. He's mad.
Which is
funny.
Look at
that. Oh, would you look at that?
But because we have a 500 million release clause on him, so there's no way.
Do you think it will be Simeone's last season?
This season? No. Next season after that, possibly. He's only until 2027. So we'll see if he renews. Felipe Luis is also looking really good in Flamengo right now. They might be grooming him to be our next coach.
Man. Yes.
Very similar play style, very similar understanding of the team and these other things. So we'll see. I think this is one of the few times I've actually ever thought there's a genuine possibility he might leave in the next year or 2. So I'm not sure.
Do you think he will go to Newcastle?
No.
I think Italy.
He has to go to Italy.
He'll go to Inter or Lazio.
His problem is, as he said before, it's like
and Trippier's also said it, is like, I think his English is not good enough for him to really be able to translate who he is and what he wants to get out of players in the way that he can in Spanish or Italian. You know? So
Yeah.
if he was better at English, yeah, I don't think Newcastle or even at Chelsea would have been off the books. But
Antonio Conte ain't great at English though, right? Or am I wrong?
no, Antonio Conte's English is very good for a foreigner.
Oh, okay. All right.
Marcelo Bielsa was worse, wasn't he?
He
Yeah.
doesn't speak English.
Everybody, the interpreter became a celebrity. Everybody liked the interpreter. I think he wore glasses or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But
He used to be
I remember
everywhere.
seeing a tweet saying, "We're gonna miss this guy." You know, like when Bielsa left.
Yeah, this is one of those he doesn't care. He won't speak otherwise. He won't speak anything but Spanish. That's his vibes.
That's fair. Yeah, I could totally see this being Simeone have 2 seasons left, and then Felipe Luis, boom, plug him in.
As in the former player, Felipe Luis. I've met him in a Sainsbury's store before when he was at Chelsea. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was Mourinho's. It was the year they won the. I think it was the year they won the league.
Yeah.
2014-15 season.
Yeah.
Or was it 13-14? I can't remember.
14, because 15-16 they were terrible.
15-16 he was back in Atlético, and 13-14 he won the league with Atlético.
Yeah. So it was 14-15.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing him just, he had a carton of milk or whatever it was. I just seeing him there in his sort of, the training kit or whatever. Because it's normal. Like you see them sometimes doing their shopping or whatever.
Nice. Must be nice. I would have loved to see Felipe Luis. But yeah, he's coaching right now in Flamengo. He's doing a really good job. He's in title contention.
I've been watching a lot of them.
Have they still got Gabigol?
No.
But they have Emerson Royale. And me.
Oh my gosh!
They played a recently promoted team like last Saturday or Sunday. Me and Keeks did a watch along for it, and it was just the whole time. It was like, what does Royale do? What did he just do there?
I could never tell. I don't know how they spent that money on him, but whatever.
Well, think about it. Wasn't he was it Barcelona he was at one point, wasn't he?
Very briefly, yeah. So he
ended up at Spurs. Or was it Betis?
Yeah, so he was Betis, then Barca for like 2 weeks, played a game or two, and then went to Spurs because they needed money.
Oh, was that when they had their financial issues? So they were just like, yeah, you need to go sort of thing. Oh, Barca, man, they're a joke. Absolute joke. Man, just when you need them to have money, they don't have money. Like, they should be in for Isak right now.
He is the prototypical Barcelona striker.
Yeah. He would be perfect as Lewandowski replacement, because this has to be probably Lewandowski's last year at the top, or as the starting player, because he's 36? 35?
I would have agreed with you. But then I saw, like, when you sit back and you look back and you think to yourself, okay, is Lewandowski actually playing well? And then you look at his stats. Lewandowski scored 27 goals last season in the league, and then scored 11 goals in the Champions League. Like,
wow,
he had a stupidly good season, and people just kind of forget the fact that Lewandowski is still, like, at 36. He's that guy.
And I think some of his attributes have decreased a bit. His finishing hasn't, though. His
finishing hasn't.
Box awareness. I think his touch and his movement. No, definitely not at.
No, but
if you've got pace either side of you, that really helps, isn't it? You got Rafinha and Yamal either side of you. You ain't got to do too much. You got to make sure you're at the right place at the right time, and that's about it, isn't it?
And that's his thing. That's his whole thing. He's always been incredible at doing that. So. Yes, they should still be looking for a centre forward replacement because, as you said, he's 36. He's getting up there, and you do need a centre forward, but they ain't have no money though.
Keith, do you think Liverpool get Isak?
I'm hearing rumours today that apparently he's not going to get sold now. Apparently, Yassir stuck his foot in and said, "You're going nowhere." And
That's what they
apparently,
said.
Isak's camp was fuming about it. Apparently,
If my genuine feelings, I think they considering the amount of money that they put down, the amount of money that they sold, they sold Luis Diaz and Nunes for 50 and 70 million respectively. So they literally have the money to put at least 120, maybe 125 million down, at least for the fixed fee for Isak, if they really want to. Like, it's not impossible. It's just, I don't know, boy. I don't know how Liverpool's managed to do this business this season.
it's crazy, man. I don't even know how it's going to work because you got Ekatike there as well, who effectively was a Diogo Jota replacement.
Mm-hmm.
You got Salah there. But even Salah, you got to think, as amazing as he's been, he's done his 2-year extension. So I guess it's good succession planning for them to get Isak, isn't it?
Well, they have problems that I'd much rather have than us right now. They have a plethora of quality options where it's like, it's in a positive light. Who do we start, Isak or Ekatike?
But if one of them get injured, who's coming in? Because I just realized them selling Nunes means they went from having, was it 6 forward players to only like 3?
So,
or is it?
I mean, you could technically use Woods as a forward as well if you want to.
Right.
So you have
Gakpo as well.
So Nunez, I think about it like this: Nunez left, Ekatike comes in.
Yeah.
Jota passes away, RIP. That's still really, that's fucked. Isak comes in.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. And then on the left, okay, you saw Luis Diaz, but they're looking at like Fofana, Barcola. So Diaz left, you bring that winger in. Vince can also, I've seen him play out wide as well. I wouldn't put him there, but he has played there before as well. And he's just fantastic. He's just, Vince is a joke. A joke.
So you think Wirtz will take Szoboszlai's place in the team? I wonder then, would Szoboszlai like being on the bench? Like, they paid 60 million for him as well.
You're gonna have to just knuckle down and show that he's shouldn't have been. Yeah,
I think
these are good problems to have, though. These are good problems to have.
He is, but it's like Szoboszlai has always been a strange guy for me because when he was on Salzburg, right? He played against Atlético in 2021 season, right? So it's like 5 years ago, and I saw him and I thought to myself, this guy's really good, but I can't quite tell what his position is. And I've never really changed that feeling from then till now, except with Hungary, where Hungary he just looks, he's fantastic. I can't. There's nothing.
He's a talisman for us, man. Hungarian, bro. That guy is, He steps up. He steps up for Hungary pretty much.
But for Liverpool, for Leipzig, it's like he's clearly very talented. He's good at direct free kicks. He's good with set pieces. He has a good shot on him. He has some good link-up play. But it's at the same time, are you sure that this is your attacking midfielder?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel confident with Baena as my attacking midfielder this
season.
Right? I know what he's good at, and he can do it in more than one position.
Today, bro.
No. Yeah. With Szoboszlai in both Salzburg, Leipzig, and now Liverpool, you can't really tie him down as he's been really good here specifically. Because McAllister has been also very good in his position. Gravenberg, when he's gotten very rare opportunity, has also been good in his position. You could easily put Blitz there. You could easily, you know what I mean? I think Liverpool place though because they're overdoing it in the front, and then their centre backs is what Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, Konate, who I don't know if Konate is even staying, and then who's after that? You know what I mean?
Konate is probably going to end up at Madrid next year. He's probably going to run his contract down this year. same as what Trent did. And then I heard they've already got a plan to do the same as Saliba, but Saliba's got 2 years to run.
I don't know.
And then so that's why they're looking at Guehi. I think they're looking at Mark Guehi apparently.
How much money could you even put down to get Guehi? You know what I mean? Like, he's not cheap at all as a
There's
center.
1 year left though.
The issue is apparently Chelsea have a buyback clause with and what they can do, they can reverse it. So they've got a 20% sell on. So they can actually use it as a discount when they buy him. You know the way that Man City did it for Trafford. So they could have Chelsea, and remember Levi Colwell's just done his ACL. So I've heard Chelsea are in for Guehi as well.
But didn't they just get Joao Hato too?
Yeah.
But they
just keep buying players. I'm so mad. They keep buying good players that I really want, and then they do nothing with them. I hate it so much, man.
I think did they sell Renato Vega to someone in Turkey? I can't quite remember.
They haven't sold him yet, I think.
Have they not sold him?
Ugachukwu.
I wanted Vega. I wanted
Ugachukwu. Academy joined Strasbourg for 8 mil.
I want so many of their players. I want Paez. I want bro,
Esteval scored yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Willian Esteval.
There's so many of their players, but you just look at them and be like, this would be a life-changing signing for literally any team in the top 10 of Champions, of La Liga or Bundesliga or these other things, and they just have them there having a good time.
They're so good. The thing is, people have talked about all the economic levers they've used. Yes, they have used that, but people don't realize they're so good at selling. So they've made a lot of money from sales as well. Because if you think that they got like 55 million for Mason Mount, like that's crazy.
At the time, it made sense, and then what you've seen in these past 2 or 3 years is like this isn't worth like 10 million. What was this?
Do you know what I mean? Listen, they got 40 million combined for Ogachukwu and for Armando Broja to Burnley. Like just 2020, bang, 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 just like that.
Yeah.
They got
Romeo Lavia, was it? No, sorry, they bought Lavia. Who is it that they sold recently? There was someone they sold. Gallagher they sold to you guys, 45 mil, wasn't it? That was a robbery.
It's 40.
They sold Petrovic.
Here's what I will say. In our defense, while I like Gallagher, and 40 million may have been a little bit of an overpay, we sold Felix for 55 and then also had another 20% sell-off clause. So that's a good deal for me. That's fantastic deal for me. Nothing I could care about that.
Do you think he's done well for you then? Because at least with Trippier, you could see his class, and Trippier got, was it 10 assists or something crazy like that? Whereas with Gallagher, can you actually see his quality in the time that he's been with you? Or
he's got about 10 goals and assists from midfield so far this season in all competitions, which is decent, but not great for us. I think he has potential going forward to do even more, especially when you have other players like Bayana coming in. We have Cardoso as well, who's deeper and these other things. So there's options for him. I don't know if he'll be able to play on the right, which I want him to play, but we'll see. Whether or not he will make sense long term is up to them. It's up to how the team finishes next season. But I think he's all right.
I don't think he played that bad today.
I think he was decent, but
4-4-2 in the single next to Cardoso. I don't think.
Do you think he was as good as Koke or Seydou today?
Yes, I'd agree.
Yeah. So you know what I mean?
But
like,
he was
it's not that he's bad.
He was better for my evaluation of the player. What I think of the player, he did well.
Yes, especially in a position I don't particularly want him in.
Yeah, and that
and
I
he
don't.
Passed, though. Yeah, what we know Gallagher will do is give you energy and run, but have you seen patches of play where he's passing the ball well? Or
yes,
a little bit.
Yeah. So that's I'm not worried too much on that. Gallagher's problem isn't. His problem has always been he reads the ball and reads the plays very well. He just doesn't have the execution to get where I want him to be.
Or it's
and what I think
clumsy.
he should be.
Yeah.
Because he's still quite clearly supposed to be on a top 3 team in La Liga, right? Like he's not trash, but it's where we're utilizing him and what we think we could get out of him. I think we could get more. I'd like to see more of him. I've seen more of him in Crystal Palace and Chelsea. You know what I mean? Especially in the forward positions. We gave almost all of our set pieces last season to De Paul when we could have got some from Gallagher, who's actually fairly decent on it. You know what I mean? So I thought we could have got more from him. Still think there's a level for him to get. I think he said he's open. He said he's enjoying it here. So yeah, and he's learning Spanish well. So nothing too much to complain about outside of.
Is he rated in Spain? Do you think they respect him and
the Spanish
highly rated?
Quite like him.
Yeah, Athletic fans.
You know how they are. He's a prototypical. I don't want to sound too political, but he's a prototypical. He got blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, he's the guy from England that you think, yeah, this is who we're supposed to have.
Crack attack.
So, he's quite liked, and he has an attitude that would make you likable because he doesn't talk too much outside of the games, but in the games you see the energy that he wants to put out and these other things. So he's very much liked him.
And has he got a nickname from the fans yet, or
Pitbull?
Yeah,
Pitbull.
Yeah.
Do you know what's that in Spanish, or is there no Spanish?
No, they call him literally just the Pitbull. They call him the Pitbull.
Oh wow, that's jokes. That is jokes. Okay, that's good to hear, man. That he's integrating well. I think he's been making Thomas Tuchel's squad, so I think as long as he's playing for Atleti, he'll probably go to the World Cup. He'll definitely make the World Cup squad.
I think there's one other English player that I would like to see leave England, which is Adam Wharton. I think his
he could fit in La Liga perfectly.
That's all. I want to see him in La Liga, or I want to see him in Bayern Munich. I think those are the 2 teams I really, really want to see him in.
I'll take him at Bayern Munich.
He plays like Busquets. If you watch him, he literally plays with Busquets.
So
very similar mannerisms and skills.
I don't think
we keep picking.
I need to see him in La Liga.
Yeah, we keep picking Jordan Henderson, Kobe Mainoo. Like when technically this boy, he can play at a really high level. I mean, I get why Crystal Palace won 100 million for him because no disrespect, yeah, Declan Rice is 105 mil, which is a joke, and Wharton is technically better than him.
In terms of his position, yes. I think distribution, in terms of his ball playing and these other things, I think Wharton has a really high ceiling for a midfielder.
Yeah.
What I like a lot about Rice is his ball carrying and his stride and his
defensive.
Yeah, I don't like. Ironically, I don't like Rice as a DM. I like him as a little further forward.
But then there are other people. That's the thing about Rice, bro. Some people will be like, "Yo, this guy's definitely an 8." Some people are like, "No, he divides opinion." Rice.
Do you know why I don't think he's a top class midfielder? He can't play one touch football. Even 2-touch football, sometimes I see him struggle. He needs so much time to dribble, so much space to dribble in. He's not like, if you watch Wharton, literally what you guys were talking about before, he builds a picture before he receives the ball. So he knows when I touch the ball, I know where I'm laying it off to. Rice, he's got to look up, he's got to look around. And it's just like, the amount of times I've seen him get closed down because he's indecisive on the ball. And I talked about it on 90s Mags. I was literally rinsing Rice, saying, why is Wharton on the bench? Rice should be playing, Wharton should be playing. And in the semi-final, he did just that. He took 5 touches on the ball. Xavi Simons takes the ball off him, runs and shoots from outside the box. And that was Declan Rice's fault. Because he looks good in terms of just like that sprinting and running. But when you're talking about the highest levels of football, I just don't think he's good enough. So he scored a couple of free kicks against Real Madrid and everyone was like, yeah, see, Rice, he's a top midfielder in Europe.
Not for nothing, but
he scored a couple of free kicks.
Not for nothing, that's Courtois. That's still a very, very good keeper to score free kicks on.
Oh, no.
Good technique.
I like him. I
Well-
liked him. I
Did you take him at
possibly-
Atleti?
Hmm?
Did you take him at Atleti?
Yeah, instantly. I think he's literally the position that we need to fix right now in terms of we're not. I know we say a lot like we were supposed to look rough and gruff, but we're not very good in the air at all, actually. And he's quite good in the air in terms of just general midfield play. And also, we don't have players who can just carry the ball like he does. These other things. I
me,
do
I'm
understand
thinking
your
Aguero.
concern with terms of the technical level and small touches and small passes. I get what you're saying, but I think
I'm
we
taking
have
like
enough players to
Aguero. I'm
compensate.
taking Aguero over him, regardless of price, by the way. Let's say
If we
price-
talk about without price, then yeah, I'll take Rice over. I mean, I'll take Rice over Guerra, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Why
I
isn't
don't know.
anyone signing Edison? I don't get it.
Atalanta are holding
Because
firm.
Atalanta is a scam club, and you know there's like 3 players who are not scams a year, and you don't know which ones they are. Coop Miners went to Juventus last year, and I knew he was gonna fail. I knew it.
I wasn't surprised either, to be honest. Ruggeri, though, you did get
Ruggeri's
Ruggeri.
been good. I think.
I
like
thought, Ruggeri, yeah, king of consistency, bro. King of consistency. Rarely ever drops below a 6 or 7.
Edison could be a really, really good player, or he could be one of those scams. You don't know. Do you want to tilt down 55 million and find out? Find out.
What is it again? Fuck around or find out.
Yeah, I'm not trying to find out with him. 55 million to see if he potentially flops. Nah, I'm good though.
True.
I'm good.
I would take him. I would gamble. I would take him. It's difficult though because obviously the height of him being amazing was obviously where Atalanta won the Europa League. I didn't watch much of Atalanta last season, but obviously teams are interested. And I heard they were asking for 55, 60 mil. So that's probably why people didn't go. But I wonder if the values dropped slightly, and with Gasparini going, if they're more likely to sell certain players now.
I think that's a possibility. We'll see. My problem is Atalanta is one of the few teams in Italy that knows how to sell well. Right?
Hoyland.
They got silly money for Retegui.
Yeah.
I think Retegui's really good, but they got
Where's he gone?
Saudi.
Saudi for 75, 80.
Yeah.
Why?
Add-ons. So 60 something plus.
That's money. Why else, Jefferson?
They wanted.
Oh my gosh.
They can. They've said. Lookman has a year left
Yeah.
on his contract, and they want minimum 40, if not 50 million for him,
Yeah, they're holding out for 50 for Inter. Yeah.
which is insane. Not because Lookman isn't that quality, but I would have paid 50 to 60 for Lookman in general, not just a year left on his contract. That's a good team to intend to sell him. They got 60 million from Cuti Romero, very good player. Call it 60 for
68
Coop
million
Miners.
euros. 68 million euros. Al-Quadsa bought Retegui from Atalanta.
I don't know how much from Cristante. I wish Cristante wasn't in Roma.
He's a
They
bomb.
like
So wait,
there's so many
Lookman's still there?
Yeah. You could get him.
He ain't
Go
there
for
for long. He's there. He's
You should go for him actually. He can play winger and also sort of a second striker if you really want him to.
but we won't play with a second striker.
Yeah, he didn't do well last time he was in the Premier League. Was it
No.
with Everton, was it? Or
Fulham. No?
It was-
Fulham, yeah, on loan, wasn't it?
I think it was
Yeah,
Everton the last time. Fulham was the time before that. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, Fulham. Yeah, De Cordova, Reed, and Lookman and Mitrovic. That team's
I think they
That
got him
team?
on loan. I think they got him on loan, didn't they? Under Scott
something like
Parker. And then they got relegated. They got
I
relegated.
didn't realize how good Fulham actually was in terms of those players until
Sambo and Gisa.
Zambo and Gisa. Who was the other midfielder from France that he had?
John Michael Seri.
John Michael Seri, and then one other person who used to play for Juventus.
Oh my God.
But you have these players, then you look at that squad from Fulham in the year.
Anthony Robinson's still there, and he's a very good player.
He should.
You would say that, Steve, wouldn't you?
Hey, he got like 10 assists last season in the
I
league.
know. I argue you need to get a guy we get one night. He's married called Kante. He's a Fulham fan, and he raves on about Anthony Robinson being the best left back in the world, particularly in the Premier League.
Like top 10, 15, yeah.
He
Top 15,
absolutely loves him.
He is. Yeah.
He's a player. I think if this was like 2006, 2007, he would be making his move to AC Milan or thing, just because he's 27, 28. He's had a good season. They'll put on a little bit of money. They get a really good player. He gets a good time. But nowadays
He's a higher level than Fulham for sure.
Yes.
Like maybe Spurs or something. I think he could do well at a Spurs.
Starts at Man United.
He would improve them. He's an improvement on Luke Shaw right now, that's for sure. Although they signed is it Diego Leon?
Diego Leon is from Paraguay.
He didn't get any preseason minutes.
Yeah, he's young. He's not ready. He's not ready for the first team yet, but he's very good. But they have Dorgu as well, who's very good. I like him.
Yeah.
But I think he actually fits our style, which is actually quite interesting. Because Lewis Hall's actually quite a technical player than a physical player.
Yeah.
Because he comes into the midfield and things like that. He does overlap as well, but he gets involved with the play, whereas Robinson's just like, bang, old school.
Yeah.
Let me get down the wing.
Back and forth, up and down, up and down. Yeah. Yeah. Very similar to Ruggeri, to be honest. And A-Rob ticks boxes. Athleticism, crossing,
the only problem that has really stopped him is the fact that he takes up an international spot and there's no way of changing that because he's a USA player.
No, he doesn't count as homegrown. Oh, you're talking for if Atleti wanted a Robinson or a
He can't work for Spain. He can't work for Italy. He can't really work for... It's like when you take up an international spot, it kind of is now how much worth are you really?
Yeah,
Are they still doing that?
Yeah, we've been doing that. Because Spain in general, right? They heavy focus on academy. So Barcelona, even Real Madrid recently, Real Sociedad, Atlético Club, heavy focus on academy. Because that's where a lot of they don't spend a lot of money. If you look at our most expensive things right now this season, right? The top 5 is I think Hanko or Cardoso for 24 million. He's in the top 5. Not even close in Premier League. Like this is a very different beast.
I just remember it from the old Championship Manager games that I think you could only have, is it 3? It was either 3 in your squad or 3 in the starting 11 at any one time or something, and 5 in your squad.
3 in any matchday squad.
That's it. So it's still 3. Okay. Yeah. This is from old school Championship Manager, like I think maybe 2001, 2002 season and all that sort of stuff, So I thought all of that had been scrapped because it was so old. Do you know what I mean?
Spain. Part of the reason why Spain is even strong right now as a national team is because of the fact that they heavily focus on the academy. Because if you look at the squad right now with Petri, with Yamal, with Petri came out to Las Palmas Academy. You still have players like Hoyson, who is a Malaga graduate. You have so many of the midfielders, like Rodri came out to Atlético and Villarreal. Like you can literally trace every single one of those teams to either a first division or second division team right now. And it's a definitive piece by piece by piece. This is built over years of coming together like this, and it's the same reason why they won the World Cup. The same thing I just said there is the same thing for that other things. A lot of it is just homegrown. A lot of homegrown talent.
And Jose Perez, you got to thank Newcastle for all the years we put into him.
Yeah,
he definitely went through a lot out there. That's for sure. Playing in those teams he played in, I'm sure he learned a lot.
And then he came back to Oviedo. No, not Oviedo. Sorry. He came to Real Betis and Villarreal. Killing Killing it.
I do, guys. I do have to wrap up. I forgot.
Oh yeah, sorry. We had a good time. Yeah.
I got a family thing to go to.
Yeah.
But no, great convo. Big up Jefferson for hopping on. And Keeks.
This was nice.
Great watch long, bro. 3.5 hours. You must like talking with me. Jesus. Nah, but yeah, genuinely fun stream. Good shit. I gotta go. Big up everybody.
Have a good one, fellas.
Newcastle have been beaten. Atletico Madrid 2-0. Aston Villa away next Saturday. When the head loss really starts to happen. Wrapping up now. Take care, everybody. Peace out.
Take care.
Peace.